Hey, ATKM
What's the
172.
ones?
I'm Travis Moody, a toy kind of mood, and it's our best action figures of the year because it's December 31st today. No, we're not even halfway through the year, but we got a lot coming up next month, and we'll talk about that quickly. But first, let's introduce the round table. I don't like having yellow at the top, white at the bottom, so let's do that. That's more fun. Uh, hey, guess who's back? Black Angus, man. What's up, Keith?
Yeah, what's up? It's always a good time with a toy got a mood. Good seeing you, fellas. How's it going?
What's up, amigo?
Yo, I see you got a fresh cut.
I try, man. I try. And I see you got a freshly ventilated house.
It smells like paint in here right now. Yeah, I'm high off the fumes.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You know what? It's been put back
What's up?
together. That's all that matters.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's it. We'll get to Spec in his house in one sec. But KJ, I gotta ask you before we introduce the other bros. Saw your haircut last week on Black Genghis Live. So are you gonna be doing what's your coverage looking like next month on Black Genghis for Yo Joe June? I'm curious myself. I haven't even asked you this off the air. I'll just ask you now.
I mean, is stuff like that I like keeping backstage, but I definitely have plans for a Joe June promotion. And you're going to be seeing a lot of stuff on Instagram. You're going to see seeing some stuff on YouTube, definitely. The gridiron stuff is ferocious, game changer stuff. So I'm looking forward to really coming back on with that, handling technical difficulties. But a lot of stuff is getting smoothed out. So June's gonna be a lot of fun.
Right. And so that's why I wanted to kind of segue that and say that's why we're doing our best figures of the year so far now, kind of a month ahead, because the next like 4 to 6 weeks are going to be G.I. Joe Fest between Yo Joe June and Joe Fest. We got three of us, not three of us on this panel right now, but three of us in a toy kind of mood going to Joe Fest. So we'll talk a lot about that in the weeks to come. It's going to be all G.I. Joe. There's a lot of G.I. Joe tonight. If you stick around to the end of the show, we have a full military toy segment. So hang out with us tonight. But Bobby, dude, we missed you badly last week, but we're just happy that you're alive. Talk to us about X-Men 97 for like a minute since you didn't get to last week for 3 hours.
I was so annoyed. Last Wednesday was like a night. I didn't get to bed till 5 a.m. 5:30 in the morning. Woke up at 7. And kept going until about 11, and I passed out. X-Men 97 was a master stroke. It was absolutely brilliant. They had one filler episode. That was fine. It's still full of 90s nostalgia. The fact that the voice of Rogue is up for an Emmy for best voice. That show, whatever they get award, whatever they're nominated for, they should get.
I see Spec making some faces. He doesn't dig Rogue in X-Men 97, huh?
Rogue is Rogue, right? But God, she has the most grating voice out of the entire cast.
I'm sorry, Wolverine. Cal Dodd sounded old. I love Cal Dodd sounded old. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but he could get away with it. It's just Rogue, just me.
It's okay.
They pour on the southern syrup a little just too heavy. She's like sweet tea, and it's just like extra sugar.
And you know what? Look, being from the South, I'm okay with that. I think for some reason I felt her volume was up too high because that's like she's like, "Sup, sugar?" Like is like everything's like she's at a 11, everyone else at a 8, but.
Got you. So Spec, you've been going through some stuff at your house, but your background is looking amazing right now. I feel like everyone's camera is looking real clear tonight. That's always good. Wi-Fi gods be damned. But Spec, how's it going, man? And what's up with the new display? Looking great.
Yeah, I had to go through, bin a lot of stuff. As more Joes come out, more stuff will probably end up getting binned. But I was finally able to put up my Jada toys. And then over here, these are just sitting here for now. But my buddy printed me and painted up some trees. Ooh, so I can, whenever I finally have time once again, I can get some photos done.
Yeah,
But
looking
yeah,
good, man.
it's been a month, and the house is finally getting put together. We're still living at my mother-in-law's, but I'm staying here to be here in the morning for the workers now. Drywall is done, patching and mudding and texture is done. They just started painting. They are hoping to finish tomorrow.
We got our fingers crossed for you, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Turtle hand.
Fingers crossed. So here's some of Toy Kind of Mood news. We're pretty close to 3K, so props to the crew on that. And we'll be doing a couple of giveaways, but one of them is right here, our sponsor, Slickalicious G.I. Jive. Look at that. I want one of those myself. I love the olive green. Looking good.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Sick. Cool. All right, let's say hi to some folks before we dig into the content. We got a lot of toy news, a lot of pre-orders this week, and then we'll do our top fives of the year so far. And when we get to that, let us know which a Toy Kind of Moodian you agree with most, and which list is the worst, and all that. What's up, GI bro? What up, bro? What's up, everybody? All right, we got Dan the Toy Man. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. All right. Hey, what do you know? Black Genghis in the house. What's that? All right, cool.
What's that?
I did it. Devon Dudley. Oh, my brother, testify. What's up, fellas? All right, Mr. Magus, let's get this. It's going to be a party. It's a party every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. I'm telling you. And I got this damn fly. It's going to circle around my head and drive me insane. It had to follow me down in the man cave. Unbelievable. FC Viper. What up, Liquid Identity? The boys are back. Yeah, it feels kind of like an old school Toy Kind of mood. It was like a Baldy kind of mood for like 2 months. Shout out to Zen. He did an amazing job.
He held
guys.
it down.
Baldy killed it. He killed it. I love that guy. He's such a genuinely great guy. And yeah, speaking of Baldy and Tony's Figs, he's working the ambulance tonight, working the EMT job. But hello, everyone. Yep. Can't wait to see a Toy Kind of Mood at JoeFest. Yes, David. And we'll have, we shared some details on the panel, but I'm going to have to speak to Ed in a punk kind of mood. And we'll get those details down pat as far as like what time, what day at JoeFest. Our tickets are booked, as we talked about on, I think it was a couple weeks ago. So we will be there. Stanley. Look at that. He's right there with you, Spec.
I'm tired of the condo life. I'll tell you that much. Between that and some things I've been dealing with that are building issues, and the fact that my HOA is currently completely worthless and the management company that we hire out to is totally worthless, I am so ready to just fucking fix this place and sell it. But it's LA. Like, once I do that, what the fuck do I do?
Yeah, exactly. Mapping out Yo Joe June 4th, 11th, 18th pre-orders. Likely leaving 25th as the HasLab launch. Damn, like the day after JoeFest, we come home to a HasLab. That is insane. 45 days is August 9th, 3 days after my birthday. What's up? Can't wait for JoeFest. Yo, haven't seen David in a minute, so get to hang with him. Can't wait for that and hang out with many of you. Oh, look who's here. Oh, sorry you're late. We're just on the intro. Hi, Diana. Congratulations, by the way, on the amazing compendium. Due to time, we will talk about that at the end of the show, just because we have to get some other stuff going. But we will spend a lot of time talking about the amazing Kickstarter that Skybound has at the end of the show. So, and yeah, right here, David Allen said it. Yeah, awesome job. Just tremendous. Shout to Larry Hama and Diane Davis and the entire team. What a success. I mean, if you haven't known yet, over a million, I think it's like 1 million and whatever, 200,000 or something right now. It's insane.
Funded in 6 minutes.
What was that?
It funded in 6 minutes.
Lightning fast.
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of salty because I didn't get that nameplate. It dropped like when I was driving. Yo, Spec hit up targets. Transformers leaders at $25. Picked up Sandstorm, Tigerhawk, and Armada Megatron. He's like, I got all those right next to me.
Hey, shout out to everyone who got the Legends Macy's. There was like buy one get one free or something like that, right? Like Kazar, Cable, and all that.
I got this guy for like $14 or something
Yeah,
like that.
something
So
crazy.
I'm happy.
Yeah, Macy's is the new Toys R Us, man. So there you go.
That's what's up. You watch a Toy Kind of Mood, you'll get hints all day. What's up, Philly Jones? Always a pleasure to have you right here. Oh, Terradrome in the house. Tony
Hell
Biggs.
yeah.
Oh yeah, what it do? All right. Spec, what do the workers say about your collection? I find that other guys see mine. They're always amazed. It's a guy thing.
Only one dude made a comment. The other guys are they're a little younger, so I think it's kind of just before their generation. So yeah,
Sure.
just one comment. Usually when workers come though, I get comments. Not so much this time, and I'm okay with that.
Cool. All right, let's fly to our top subject, and Sabir, always a pleasure as well. A lot of people checking in. This is why we talk about the news first, because everyone's just checking in right now. So, all right, let's actually didn't even put the slides ready. What do we got here? All right. This was the biggest pre-order of the week, I'd say. Wouldn't you guys say?
Yeah, it sold out in like minutes, and then they got it back up on GameStop, I believe.
Is it still up on GameStop? Can one of you guys look or in the chat?
I'll look. Yeah.
Would be
hold on a
amazing.
second.
But cool. But while you do that, let's go to Spec. What did you get one of these? You're in the middle of like, this house transformation, but is this too hard to resist? Dark Side?
Nope, I don't do McFarlane.
There you go. Just like me. I know. I was actually like, man, but it's like sold out. Maybe I should just have one for value. I'm like, nah, I got too much stuff.
Nope,
but
sold out.
Sold out.
Look, for a classic Dark Side, it looks phenomenal. And I used to have the Comic-Con exclusive movie Dark Side that ended up at Target because Comic-Con was canceled because of COVID. When I did get McFarlane, I mean it's a great classic looking Dark Side, but I don't do McFarlane anymore. So
all right, but the other boys do McFarlane, so we'll go to UKJ. Dark Side of the Ring, brother.
Listen, let's let the internet speak for it. If I may, I'm going to share a screen. I'm going to make this as quick and painless as possible. So, GameStop, sold out. McFarlane Toys Store, sold the fuck out. Amazon, sold out. Entertainment Earth, don't forget to use ATKM 10 to save 10% off of in-stock
Unless
items.
it's fucking sold out.
Unless it's fucking sold out. Big Bad Toy Store. They must have had all of 5 mega figs at Dark Side. I'm not going to talk about sour grapes. I'm just going to be like Spec and be like, yeah, fuck Dark Side. It's a piece of junk. Nobody wants it. I don't fucking want it because I can't fucking get it. All right.
Oh man, that was an amazing segment, KJ. But we missed you, man, for sure.
I missed y'all too, man. Yeah.
That was tremendous. Check out. I do dig. I mean, that art on the back is sick, right, Bobby? Where are you going to grab the comic book? You get it next to you.
I actually was. I have Tom King's Miracle book. Look, I'm gonna let me see if I can pull it real quick. Let's see. Where is it? There we go, Mr. Miracle. Boom. Let me see if I can find the page I am looking for because here it is. Here it is. Dark Side is. I got him.
You look like a guy in the bed, like just being romantic. Is you
Oh,
sure you pulled out the right page?
It was Mr. Miracle with Big Barda.
Yeah,
because it's before Mr. Miracle kind of snaps. If you haven't read this, read this. Anything with Tom King and Mitch Gerard, I pick up, and it's always a great read. I got this the minute I was lucky. I was lucky, and Zen like, hey, I think I got it on Amazon. I got it on Amazon, and yeah, I got them. Got them with you available. Should have bought 2 just to flip one to be an asshole, but I didn't. Only got 1.
Sold out.
Yeah, I still have my superpowers in storage, I think, and yeah, it's a fantastic figure. It brings nothing but nostalgia back, and the fact that this is almost a like just a rescaled version of that figure, chef's kiss. Love it.
Mhm. And we also we missed KJ, but we missed you, Bobby. We also missed Diana in the chat, man. This is when I was in college, we called boots as tall as Darkseid's fuck me boots.
I mean, Darkseid gets it. He's a thick boy.
That's what we called them in high school. So I don't know what the age difference is, but
Nice. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Any last thoughts on this? I mean, it's sold
Love
out. I
it.
think
Got
KJ pretty much spit game. You got one, and it's a premier item. It's going to be this item. Do you think this item will line up in one of your top of the year figures, or do you think it'll crack the top 5 or honorable mention?
Is that a wired cape? That's
Yes.
a soft goods wired cape.
You're like motherfucker.
It's awesome.
This like I'm gonna be honest with you. This is actually my first villain I'm actually paying full price for. I got Deathstorm for $8 at Marshalls. This will be the first villain I get, and it'll more than likely crack my top 10.
Oh, okay. Top 10 time. So your list tonight has some competition. All right, we got more McFarlane. Let's do a speed round here. We got the DC Multiverse Digital, and we got the Atom. Oh, we'll stick with you, Bobby. What do you think of the Silver Age Atom here?
I love it. I didn't get this one, but I might pick it up later. But I think it looks great. I mean, Ray Palmer is fantastic, and Brandon Routh did an amazing job as him on CW. And can't wait to
was that Legends of Tomorrow?
It was Arrow and Legends, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And then we got, speaking of Arrow, we got Arrow. I don't know where KJ went. Are you still there? If not, I'll sick. Okay.
Yeah. I got some.
Oh,
that later. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Loving the McFarlane stuff right now. There's a 1/6 scale Flash statue that has to go with these. Now there's also a digital 1/6 Superman with like an eagle base or whatever, but I will wait on that, and I'm just gonna get that Flash for right now, because the McFarlane stuff, the sculpting's getting better, the details getting better. I trust James Gunn. I think James Gunn is gonna do a better job with shepherding the DCU than Snyder and that ilk did. So the DC stuff, get that stuff now. I think there's gonna be I'm betting that you're not going to be able to get a lot of DC stuff come Superman next summer. So,
I won't lie. I'm kind of with Tony. This Green Arrow does look cool, but it's not my Green Arrow, so I'm probably going to pass. I love KJ's statues that he had there. I just hate that Superman face. I don't know what it is about that face on that statue you have, KJ. This I want to get. This I want to get because I love Ed McGuinness's artwork with a passion. I don't wait for this. I'll probably wait to see this in hand. I'm not sure about the face. I love the body, and if it's anything like the 2-pack that they have from Ed McGuinness, I'll probably get it. But
good call on our worlds at war. Ed McGuinness, it's a solid looking card, so I'm sure the art on the back of the box is going to be pretty great too.
Yeah,
cool. All right, so we'll move on from that, and then we got another McFarlane announcement. I know KJ threw this in the chat today. We got Batman Forever. There's the real poster, and then the figs on the left. What's up, guys? What do you think?
I gotta say really quick. Solo me.
Sure.
There is so much a fig can tell you, so much it can say. You remain my figures, my collection, my pain. All right, I'm done.
The crazy part, KJ, is I knew the words you were gonna say, even though you freestyled it. I was like singing with you and nailing it. But yeah, Batman Forever. Is it a kiss on a rose for you or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna get all these. If there's a Build-A-Figure, that's gonna be awesome. I need to track down Bat Signal. I think Moto King has a Bat Signal. There's also like some classic bat signal you can still get from Amazon for like 20 some bucks. But I need a bat signal to go with my custom seal figure that's going to be singing "Kiss from a Rose" in my diorama. So that's happening.
Strangling the cat.
Strangling.
Bobby. Bobby, forever Batman. What do you think?
Look, I will wait to see these in hand. Right, I want to see these in hand. I won't lie. This was one of the movies where I was like, "Oh, bad movie, great soundtrack, fantastic." But this and Batman and Robin soundtrack are actually both absolutely legit. I'm gonna wait to see them in hand, but they're gonna be tough to pass. I won't lie. Like that.
And then just to answer, I'm sorry, but just to answer Diana real quick, we had Poison Ivy in the Batman and Robin wave that was revealed earlier. Yeah, that released already, right? Yeah.
It's a great figure.
Yeah. Okay.
Great likeness. And I won't say no to a Chase Meridian figure though.
Fair.
Cool. Bobby, sorry, you can finish if you had more thoughts.
Oh no, I mean, that's gonna be if I see these in hand, it's gonna be tough to pass on these. But yeah, they should have. I hate to say a Build-A-Figure wave and have Chase Meridian be the Build-A-Figure, but I know it's the bat. It's the giant bat.
Nightmare bat, right? This is the one that was revealed in that panel.
Which, I mean, these look a lot better than the figures look a lot better than the digital renders we have here. So, I mean, good on them.
Yeah. Cool. All right, moving on from Batman. We had Batman in multiple waves. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, he's always going to be there. It's McFarlane Batman Toys.
Yeah.
Cool. Don the Dragon Wilson should have been the Bath. Multisanti, hello. Welcome to a toy kind of mood. All right, so McFarlane Toys, and we go from DC to Marvel with McFarlane Toys. So I don't know. There's not a. We got this. It was like a leak or something. I don't know.
Well, McFarlane released them.
Yeah, McFarlane announced it.
So
okay.
So remember how I put out? Oh, Bobby, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say. So it's interesting because we're getting a 1 in 12 scale and a 1 in 10 scale, I believe. That Captain America, both sizes come with that same comic book. The Spider-Man will actually come with 2 different books depending on the size you get.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. KJ.
Except there's just different fans within the whole community. So, like, there's something that you can get out of a statue, or as Todd likes to strangely call it, a posed figure. Because if it really is about the sculpting and the detail, then you're going to get more out of that than something out of McFarlane's usual articulation or even Hasbro articulation. Sometimes you just want an iconic representation of that figure in that moment. So this is going to be great for people who are collecting statuettes, who just want posed dioramas. I pretty much went that move, 1/6 scale. McFarlane makes it affordable. He makes it easy. And it's tempting. There are a lot of Marvel McFarlane moments that he could immortalize as posed figures.
Yeah.
And then there's some of the future stuff that he's going to do 1/10 and 1/6 scale figures and statues.
That's
so we have a look at
Yeah.
So we got a look at that, and then these are the 1/10 PVC statues, the comic versions of where he's grabbing his source material from, and so that's the thing. So it's not like Marvel Legends is being replaced. That's far from the truth. And speaking of Marvel Legends, we're getting some Dark Reign in our blood, the Cabal. So the packaging of the figures actually has the comic on the left, and then Iron Patriot created his own Dark Avengers on the right. So just this is a memorable comic storyline for me, Bobby. What about you?
It was a great storyline. The thing I most remember from the Dark Reign was Sentry ripping Ares in half. I remember that very well.
Oh yeah.
But it was the whole Dark Reign was a definite interesting turn during Marvel. But yeah, I dug the Reign. I mean, I dug the Dark Reign story arcs.
Yeah, it was awesome. I think at the time that was like, it's funny looking back because when Secret Invasion came out, a lot of purists were like hating it.
Yeah.
They were hating it. And now looking, like obviously the TV show wasn't spectacular or anything, but people were intrigued and wanted a Secret
You,
Invasion, like a big movie and everything,
it's
you know?
yeah, it's always weird when things come out and people are like, oh, this is shit, and then like years later, like, oh, I actually grew with a person. That's a really good breed. Okay, or it's a really good movie or whatever.
Exactly. And so that segues into this pack. Who pre-ordered for $99.99? Hands up. I did, knowing it was going to be $74.99. People, the internet got a little shook this morning, KJ, huh?
I mean, we've been seeing price inflation from everything from eggs to card transmissions. So Hasbro could have easily been like, fuck you, pay me 99. Now what?
Mhm.
Right. So, but
Yeah.
$74.99 is reasonable. Like it puts it in play. I love the soft good capes. Just like Tony said, like this may be the best Taskmaster that Marvel Legends has done. So many great, look at that, reenacting that cover that we just saw. Great Osborne sculpt for Iron Patriot, right?
Mhm.
You can still get another 3-pack, right? Lady Loki, Namor, and Emma Frost, right? They could do a second 3-pack, right? Wait, Bobby, could they do a third 3-pack if they wanted to?
You know what? Let's go back to that cover real quick. Let's see here, Travis. I'll take control real quick.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, you made this?
Because we taking over.
Okay, so we could do Doom. Okay, so we have Doom, Iron Patriot, and Taskmaster. We could do female Loki, Emma Frost, Namor. We could do the Hood, Matt Gargan, Venom, and Bullseye Hawkeye, and then evil Captain Marvel, Ares, and Captain. Oh, that wasn't who was it?
Marvel?
Boy.
Yeah.
There we go. We could actually do 3-3-packs.
And Bobby loves 3-packs. He wants to buy all the 3-packs.
Give me all the 3-packs. Just give me all the
fucking 3-packs. Cool. All right. So let's get to our figs. Let's break them down, guys. Let's see. Dr. Doom, cloth cape. Spec, get a word in. Talk to me about Victor Von Doom.
Mezco.
Exactly.
Yeah, he said get a word in. He said it. Mezco.
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly. Yeah.
It's definitely a cool figure. I have stopped my very brief toe dipping of Marvel Legends. If I was still collecting, well, I wouldn't get the 3-pack because I don't care about Taskmaster or Iron Patriot, but that is a very cool Dr. Doom. But Mezco has their version with the metal mask and the different heads and the
it's bloody gorgeous.
yeah. Well, I don't have.
We'll talk about that a little later on.
Yeah, but most people rave about that figure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For sure, and I will too later on. But we got a Doom bot face sculpt, KJ.
Yeah, that's. I mean, shout out to MF Doom. Rest in peace. If you want to do some tributes, but it's looking nice, man. Like I may holler at this later because from my last episode where I went over my Pulse picks from the outlet, I paid full price for a lot of stuff I didn't have to pay full price for. I can wait on this. Props to those who cannot. I understand.
Not you. For sure. All right. Taskmaster, Tony is in love with it. Now it doesn't have a soft goods cape, but it articulates well. And how do we know that? Because the king of toys reviewed it today already, or he reviewed it like a month ago from China, whatever he did. But shout out to the formerly of the Foosh, Robo don't know. He knew a lot when he did this. He did a good job because we could see that despite the plastic cape, you're still going to be able to pose the fuck out of it. So it does come with a lot of cool accessories. And there's new paint, as someone said in the chat, on the face of Taskmaster. Bobby, you cool with this Taskmaster? Are you happy to get him?
Look, I think it's dope as hell. Taskmaster is a great villain. I kind of wish they had used the character better in Black Widow. But I mean, like Spec said, it's a 3-pack, so I'm fucking passing. But if I find the Doom opened, at a Comic-Con, I'll 100% get him. because that Doom was fantastic. Maybe I'll get this Taskmaster later. I don't know, but
Yeah.
that Doom is spectacular.
Do you want to comment real quick, Bobby, on this? Because it says the figures they put an army builder Doombot. Well, that's the sculpt. It's pretty much telling you that they're going to reuse, which is the most important thing in action figures, guys. It's reuse. That's how you get all the new stuff. They're going to reuse it. They can maybe give us one of those a Doombot 3-pack like we got with the Secret Invasion, like the scrolls and the
stop willing that into existence, Travis. Stop bringing 3-packs into existence. Just say there'll be
I don't think we have enough subscribers for Dan Yoon and Ryan Ting to watch our show, so don't worry about it.
You never know.
I'm only joking. But yeah, anyway. So look, the Taskmaster is cool. The pose, look at the posing right there. I mean, that's all you need to do. Do you need to do any more? But yeah, I agree. Tony has a soft goods cape waiting, but do you have an orange inside cape with a white on the outside? That's going to be a little rough to do, but unless your name is Tony, right? Then you just make one.
Heyo.
All right. So we got Iron Patriot, which we got a lot of negative comments in the chat about this. But then you got some people that are just waiting for it. They're just waiting for this. So let's see, here we go. Moltasante, always making us laugh. The Iron Patriot is a tragedy of Western civilization. So you're going real deep on our buddy Norm here. But the face sculpt is great. I'm sorry, these photos I captured yesterday, so they're not super clear. I think we got the clear ones today, but I mean, the face sculpt from what I saw from Robo's review is really great. And like the eyes are green, and it's more terrifying than the he did a comparison with that and the Green Goblin sculpt that came in the retro Spider-Man Green Goblin. So I think for the face sculpt alone, this looks like a repaint of a lot of reuse of the Iron Man 20 that I just reviewed in that retro ranking. There's a lot of reusable parts here, just looking at it real quick. Judge Dredd says the Iron Patriot looks Chinese cheap. Yeah, I think from these photos it does. I think in person it's going a little bit better. Go check out the Robo's review because it's pretty clear. But that looks cool.
Yeah, anytime I can get a diaphragm joint instead of the ab crunch, that's better posing, that's better dynamic settings you can put that figure in. I'm all for it. If it were up to me, like a lot of the Joes would switch from ab crunch to diaphragm, a lot of the legends with that Spider-Man, Daredevil, super articulated body, and this is the Iron Man version of it. Armor Wars, whenever we get that from Marvel Studios, all those armor frames need to have diaphragm joints just like this. Like, I'm a big fan.
Osborne looks like he's on that stuff. And then our friend and former host of the show, we had to fire him because he drank too much. But Baldy Locks reviews the heroin. No, we can't. Baldy Locks is probably going to host every damn show next month. But he'll be here. If he doesn't host, he'll be here. Spec comes with alternate arms with track marks. Oh my God. All right, let's move on here. Loyal Subjects TMNT. Bobby, you've been dying to talk about this. Just talk about it.
That's so good looking. Like, look at them. Like, I've held these in hand and I never pull the trigger just because whenever I get them, it's like, oh, I gotta actually pay bills, so I can't. But this is difficult to not get. I just finished the series just finished its run with 150. With, if you haven't read it, it's a really like sweet ending in that basically they're saying that the turtles will never end. Like the turtles can't die. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I love these figures. I know that the next series starts up in June, written by Jason Aaron, so that's gonna be bonkers.
That's big. Wow,
yeah,
that's awesome.
It's bonkers. I can't wait.
That's great.
But yeah.
Rachel Selena says zombie turtles. Do you know? I want to relay that to Rachel.
I think she's just saying. I think they're just saying how it looks. You know, they look zombie-esque for the color scheme. But yeah, I love I like that muted colors to them. But yeah, it was great. They look great. And I know Spec showing off, you know, your Mezco. Those would be the only Mezcos I would ever buy.
Exactly. Look at that. Look at this cool shot.
That looks just so good. Look at that, like glow in the dark eyes. Like, damn it.
So what's this question here? Did they make John Bernthal's Dig? Fig, maybe Fig.
Probably
Punisher.
Fig, yeah.
That's
Fig and Punisher.
Mezco. It was actually my first Mezco figure, other than Batman Supreme. I think when I bought that, I was like, oh, now I gotta buy more Mezcos. I bought Daredevil, Netflix, and I bought Johnny Bernthal. He was a super nice guy, by the way. Stood in for him on a couple shows. Great dude, great dude. So support anything he does. Watch it. But
Yeah, actually,
John Bernthal is an awesome Punisher.
I met him what 2016, I think. Yeah.
I worked with them on American Gigolo.
Oh, nice.
It's nice. I don't know him at all.
He's
Zero connection.
He's a sweetheart. He's also very like serious about acting.
Yes, very serious about his craft.
Yeah, but he's not a method actor. So when it says cut, he'll laugh and talk with you, and I love that. So what do you know about these different characters? We got Jenica and the Foot Assassin here, Bob.
Yeah, so I don't know about this Foot Assassin. I know Jenica is a new character they created. Yeah, for from the books. I don't know much about her because I stopped reading at 50. But I am getting the trades to go back and start reading it because it's just such a good read, especially after Last Ronin and then Lost Generation. So
I love this comment going with this picture. And I think our friend Fabio would agree with that.
true, that's dope.
Be thrilled. So shout out to ACBA on that one. But yeah, all right. Let's actually, we're gonna save this for last. So if you hang out, we'll talk about a lot of military toy type thing. But I got one more thing before we get into our top fives. I just added this today because they went up for pre-order. This guy went up for pre-order today. So we're sticking with Marvel here, and we got the Mezco Toys Classic Dr. Doom. What are you feeling about this, Black Genghis? Holla.
I used to be all about Mezco back in the day. And if you have this Spider-Man and you're collecting Mezco Marvel, like Fantastic Four and whatnot, it's a classic look that'll fit right in. Tons of tentacles, all that stuff. It's not for me, but I don't hate it.
Spec, you want to jump in?
Bananas in pajamas. I mean, it's cool. Like Genghis said, it's got that classic look, but I mean, it epitomizes like 60s, 70s superheroes running around in PJs.
I guess so. But one cool thing here, Bobby, is the differences with the Marvel Legends figure, and we'll talk about another one later. But as far as like the classic one, I don't know. Remember it having really like a lab coat, right? Like, did we get a lab coat with the retro Doctor Doom, a recent retro Doctor Doom?
No.
The one that came in the 2-pack with silk did not come in the lab coat, right?
I'm don't think. No, he didn't. I don't think so.
I could just run over there and look, but I'm not going to. Someone in the chat do it for us. But and then it says interchangeable, interchangeable tentacle claws. We didn't get those either. We got like different.
It also had different length claws, which I thought was nice. It's got some cool accessories that come with it for sure. And the lab coat, like, is a very nice touch to it.
Yeah. I mean, look, I played around with that Spidey Mezco at my comic book shop. I won't lie, if I spent $85 on that Spider-Man, I'd be not upset per se, but it's just like it's so tiny. It's like, I get it. I get him. I get Mezco. I do, but
yeah, there's going to be a lot of Mezco talk in our top fives because I think they had a great year. I mean, we could just say that right out of the way after the last tumultuous 2 or 3 years where the only stuff that came out was the Gomez stuff, right? Like the Rumble Society. That's what Fabio was happy. Do you even see Fabster talk about Mezco anymore? It's all third party. He's like, meh. He's like reviewing like rock and roll figures now. He's out of, I'm not saying, no, he's still like the king of Mezco, but like they're just rolling out the third party stuff. Like, like
it's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I prefer the animated series attire for Doc Ock. There you go.
Sure.
Looks like it's Pat dressed as Ray Roberson, dressed as Doc Ock.
But that's Doc Ock, right? Like that's classic looking Doc Ock.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's faithful. It's just like I don't know what the audience is for this, especially like toy
The same
collecting
ones that
audience.
bought the classic Green Goblin that came out earlier this year.
Yeah.
Like
They're
there's
trying to
definitely
round out the
something for
family.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. Cool. All right. Let's skim through. So none of us are gonna get this.
Nope.
No,
Yeah.
I don't do the Mezco.
I did get this. This was a bit of an impulse buy this week.
Ooh,
I mean, we all need some ultra violence.
who doesn't?
I just love that they took it as far as they did. You can totally swap him out and have him normal Alex Murphy, or you can just have him getting his hand blown off, or you swap out to the full arm blown off and the full shot to shit with the screen. Like, oh, it's so good. So good.
Heck, we agreed on total limb prosthesis. Lose it. I said lose it.
Yeah, we gotta bring back the smile here for this comment. Yeah, it's very creepy. They captured it really well. Like the chin looks good. It looked like the nose, the articulation. You get the little goose pimple.
Like that's the face you see looking out of a windowless van, saying, "Hey, hey, kiddies, I got candy."
That's some candy.
Yeah, that's the face that Drake makes.
Oh,
You know what? Let me stop.
Alright.
I'll stop.
Yeah, we'll run through some the accessories real quick before we move on. So it's your classic. I think the lab coat is a winner, and all those claws. I mean, that's kudos to Mezco. They don't mess around. Like I don't care about like the gazillion different tentacles. Like I'm okay with one, but like all the different claw options is really cool, especially if you want to like have one different one in each,
yeah.
each arm. It's pretty great. So
Yeah.
kudos to that. But yeah, that's Mezco. What's the specs on that? It's 112,
Thank you.
112 bucks. Ships between November of this year and January. And no
Next
Mezco,
May.
they might be on time. Before we used to make jokes like it'll be in, because of Batman 89 and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But they've been pushing it out. So props to them. And yeah, you guys ready for your top fives of the year?
Let's go.
Let's rock.
All right. Before that,
Shit.
for people joining us late, we're close to 3K. When we get there, we're doing a giveaway. And shout out to G.I. Jive Slickalicious. We're giving away some shirts, some merch, and some other stuff. So stay tuned. We'll have more details on that as Yo Joe June runs ahead. And if you're just joining us, you love G.I. Joe, I'm sure. You're watching a Toy Kind of Mood. We're going to talk about G.I. Joe at the end and military toys. We got some stuff. But at first, we got to talk about our best figures of the year so far because there's a lot. And there's no way we can include the next wave of Joes in that.
No.
and all the other stuff that's coming out because it would just be too much. So I think now is the time to talk about now is the time to look back. It was Memorial Day. It's time to think of the past and cherish all the good stuff. So let's get right to it. With these, let me before we even pull up the list, I gotta ask around. Was this tough?
Yes.
Was this tough?
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much stuff had come out in the last 6 months. It was just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, that came out. Oh, damn.
This was like mythical status, and this didn't make the list. There was so much stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Actually, we got a question from the collector. Can the tentacles hold up Doc Ock Mezco? Where there's a picture of that. I think I already got rid of the slide, but let me see if I can pull that up for you real quick. Let's see. I think there's a picture of him doing that. Let's see. Right there on the left, that it's
Yeah,
a
but that's a-
cheating Photoshop type picture, the different angle it could be. But, I mean, you could do it on the Marvel Legends movie one. So maybe I don't know. There's no picture that shows that, but great question. For sure. So cool. All right. Let's move.
Buy
We got
him
our.
and then tell us.
What was that, Bobby?
I said, buy him and then tell us, the collector.
Exactly. Spend 112 plus tax plus shipping and get back to us.
Exactly.
All right. Honorable mentions. We need to get Spec a logo. It can't be Boba Fett or Mandalorian. And
Well,
can't be
it looks like the
Spec
community flag. So just saying.
We need a Toy Optics, like an official Toy Optics logo that's not, copywritten by Disney.
Yeah,
So,
and honestly, the company spec should have picked a better symbol because that looks like more suitable for preparation H
Yeah.
than
The community
iPhone
flag.
cases. So I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. No, KJ, you ever watch? Did you ever watch Community?
I watched it a little bit, sure, yeah.
No, that's why I said it looks like the community flag because the community flag is a butthole.
oh my goodness.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of comments about Mezco doing Star Wars and Star Trek and stuff like that. I don't know. You want to get what? Do we have any quick thoughts on that? Star Trek or Star Wars for Mezco? Any
I mean,
possibility?
yeah.
They
Like,
did
if you
Star
have-
Trek. They just didn't finish it. I think they only came out with like 4 figures, and then I think they lost the license. Or
Like, imagine getting this, or imagine getting like Darth Vader or Jedi Knights, Darth Maul with the soft goods and the different expressions and the heads. I mean, SH Figure Arts is already doing that. Mofex is already doing that. So Mezco, I don't know if the license is even worth it to them because, frankly, Mezco, it feels like there's a smaller company than Mofex and Bandai that makes SH Figure Arts. So it may be a while before we get that.
there's third-party companies that are making 1/12 high-end Star Wars. I don't remember the name of it, but a company that just solicited a Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker. I would rather leave it to the third-party companies because they get around the copyrights and have better photoreal face sculpts. If Mezco does it, we get the Mezcofied, and I don't want that with Star Wars, or like I don't want an interpretation of. I want a direct.
That's fair.
I like this comment because now I can. It reminds me of the rule. So we did include vehicles. We included everything that was released in 2004, 24 for 2004. That'd be something. 2024. But if it was a re-release, I let it slide because these are my homies. These are my homies. If they've been dying to get a figure that came out a year or two ago and is re-released, I'm cool with it. It was not, but as long as it was officially like a re-release, something like that. And then so we each had 3 to 5 honorable mentions and a top 5. Many shared choices. So some of our choices will wind up higher on the list because we're grouping stuff together to save time. And Payne joined us. What's up, Aaron?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Payne.
Seeing you getting those gains in the gym, my friend.
Major Pain. I'd love to see Mezco do a 1/2. Oh my god! If this happens, I'm going to be
the blast effects alone.
Like, oh my god!
Crazy,
waiting
with
for
the Craig and shit. Like, yeah.
Oh, that's.
Did anyone get the 1,000 toy Halo Spartans, the premium Halo figs?
No.
They're sweet. I have one. It is. It's great.
Nice.
Super 7 take a stab at Star Wars figures. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'd be fine with it.
Cool. Let's see. It's probably blasphemy, but I don't collect TMNT. Well, you might want to stick around for some of our choices because it's like essential if you need it. Blah blah blah. All right, cool. Let's get into it. Because I can. One of my honorable mentions is a shout out to the Phase Clone Trooper review that I did, and why not, right? So it made my honorable mentions. I never thought a Stormtrooper, a Clone Trooper, whatever make any list of mine, but just the fact that they went back 2 years, a year later, 2 years later, and was like, we need to fix this, and they did. They gave people what they wanted, and they gave us an improved sculpt with it too. So, and then if you're a Star Wars Black Series fan, these didn't make my list, but man, that Kiadi Monday is damn good, and the Destroyer droid is good, but because I had to CGI that orb on it, it's not perfect. No shield included, and I guess it does roll into a ball now. Some people have figured out a way, but the fact that they didn't include instructions to do it is kind of a pain in the ass. But those are some amazing figures that I released. If you want to see a review, check that out. All right. Real honorable. Oh, yeah. And a shout out to our dude Baldy because he did a Power of the Force tie-in with a Punk with Toys, and he reviewed it. The greatest Grand Admiral Thrawn of them all. So go check out our dude, fellow host of the show, Baldy Locks Reviews. He'll be back next week. All right. KJ and Bobby, looks like you got a tie for honorable mention. Take it away. G.I. Joe, Yo Joe.
Bobby.
Look, I have her, yeah, back there. Yeah, I mean, look at that. It is verbatim what we had as a kid. It looks fantastic. Wonderful sculpt, wonderful, like everything, the coloring on it, the hair on it is better than the first one we got. The face is better. What we get is better. And I'm like stoked, so stoked for that Scarlet miniseries coming out next month.
Great show.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. And then it's a reason that Skybound broke sales orders with that title. It's Giant Universe has been killing it. No spoilers from me, but just the page turning moments and everything else. It has been very satisfying collecting trades, gifting trades, gifting Void Rivals and Transformers to friends, getting them into it. It's a fun time right now, encapsulated in figures like these. If this came out in 2020, shit.
Right?
Jeez.
Look, if this had been the Scarlet we got in 2020 instead of the one I have like tucked away on like my shelf, shit. Like,
So,
I wish these had come out sooner.
Yeah. That's the only reason that this is an honorable mention, because it took so long for us to get this retro Scarlet.
100%. So just like in Hasbro with Black Series correcting themselves with a Clone Trooper, they okay. We always do that to Spec. We always solo him. All right. Or he did that himself, didn't he? He just wants to show off that damn collection.
I don't have control. I have no admin.
Yeah, he's at the whim of our mercy.
Yeah.
Someone backstage did that. But yeah, Scarlet just missed my list, man. Just missed my list. Same. I mean, it's top 15. I mean, we're gonna have to at the end of the year when we do these lists, G.I. Joe is separate because 100%. Not only does G.I. Joe Classified centric show, but they also just release the most quality stuff. I don't want to. That's also, like, to be honest, on my list, I think I did a count and I had 10 G.I. Joe Classified figures that I reviewed this year that I gave a 4+. And I said, I don't want like a G.I. Joe list. Next month is Yo Joe June. Maybe we can reflect on our favorite Joes and focus on that. I had to mix it up, but at the end of the year, we're going to do a separate list. Scarlet is absolutely tremendous. Spec, it's Jada Toys time, and we got some Mega Man figs. That's your photo on the left. Look at that, spotlighting your photography, but you'd rather spotlight your collection.
There we go. No, spotlight my photography.
All right, talk to me about Fireman.
He's awesome. He's, let me grab him real quick. He's just the translucent fire effects, and I mean the base body is essentially the same as Mega Man, a little bit of different sculpting here and there. Dropping him. 2 different heads, the translucent fire effects that all, come off and are swappable. So you can throw that on there. He does have a third effect that's in the bin with his other head right now. These are they're fun. They're really, really fun.
It's my fidget toy, Spec. This is the one that sits on my bar while I watch games, and I just fidget with it, man. It's I never thought I would want a Mega Man figure. I've said it on the show. I suck at these kind of games, these Metroidvania type games, platformers. I'm horrible at it, but this is the most fun figure I had. Yeah.
Mega Man was one of the most infuriating video games of our childhood. Like sitting on Nintendo Power while a friend is going through it, telling you what to do, and then having to memorize it and then die a million times so that you can try and refigure out when to jump where and when to duck how. Yeah. But yeah, they're fun. And all these, what is it, 3-0 and some other companies, they're coming out with their Mega Mans, and they're a little more expensive and a little more articulated. I don't care. This is perfect to me.
All right. Shout out to Koto Bakia. They had a pretty good Mega Man as well. But yeah, if you see this, definitely pick it up and grab it. Really quick, I want to give a special shout out, if I may. Only take me a
Please
second.
Do. Step in.
All right. So everybody, you got to go and check out Toy Optics on Instagram. Dude is putting in great work. All right. So check that out. The homie Spec. And also check out his great tutorial on the Ramen Toys CAG set. Like, this is great. Like, just really ups this up. Really takes us up to the next level. But check out all these great photos. Toy Optics on Instagram.
Appreciate
You will
it.
not regret it. So check that out.
Hopefully I have time to actually do a real photo again soon. I've been wanting to.
Golf clap. Golf clap.
Nice. So our honorable mentions were Mega Man and Fireman, but you know, we got a lot of Jada comments, so let's just take those before we move on. I agree with Dan, the Toy Man. You are the man, because Mortal Kombat Jada would be, man,
Me
I'd
too.
have to start, like
Me-
KJ says, I'm gonna have to start selling some shit to make
Yeah.
room for that. Like that's Mortal Kombat, knowing that roster and how many games, selling shit. I don't know
You're
what I'm
going to get
selling.
blast effects. You're going to get
Yeah.
hands. You're going to get stance. Jada is
Math.
value.
Yeah.
It's like,
Cool.
And they teased Mortal Kombat. You know, they showed a picture and they were like, "Should we?" And everybody was like,
June.
"Yeah."
Yeah.
stop teasing. Give me that.
Yeah, because right here, what Justin says, I'll return to Blitz's comment, but I would love for, you know, the Resident Evil and Dead Rising, and then what's the other one that they always mention? It was in Marvel vs. Capcom, one of the someone will know. But they're always including the Capcom licenses, which we have here, but you know, obviously Warner Brothers, that used to be Midway, but now it's Warner Brothers that owns Mortal Kombat. So we were like wondering, can June do it? But then isn't it Storm Collectibles no longer doing Mortal Kombat, right?
Correct.
All right. So I've
This
never
fig-
played Mega Man, but Jada kind of makes me want to. No, don't.
Don't play it. Just
do it.
buy the toys. Don't
it.
play the game.
More people.
Play it.
Mega Man. And then there's a
I'm
couple
curious.
comments. What was that? Oh, yeah, exactly. Couple comments about Scarlet, DWH. The mini handgun on the glove pushes the Scarlet over the top. Yeah, that's true. That's pretty
Yeah.
dope. Somebody has to make some BDUs for her to replicate the Renegades look. I think Spec has a close up. Yeah, there you go. Good look. Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. There we go. And then we got one more comment about classified Firefly V2 version 2 is a great figure, but so is the Mezco. Oh, by the way, love that segue. This came in the mail,
We got you.
and there we go. I got it today, and I have the day off tomorrow, so I'll review this, and all 12 of you in the chat will watch it. That's great.
Yay.
I'm
Yeah,
hoping to find one on a silly deal on Amazon.
I mean, Destro was what, $70 at later?
Yeah.
Dude, he was on
it's a roadblock. Yeah.
50. He got into like 56, I think. He got low.
Oh, here it is. Darkstalkers. Thank you, Toy Bounty Hunter. Good call. So Mike Tyson punch out Jada. I love how Jada is like the #2 toy brand on our show, right? It's like G.I. Joe. Is it Marvel Legends? No, it's Jada. It's
Yeah.
Marvel
I mean,
Jada's
fun.
so
I
popular.
mean,
They're just fun. They do really good quality work for the price point. They include a lot of stuff in it. They don't overload you. I know some people complain, but like Street Fighter, okay, here's Ryu. Here's Fei Long. Okay, now here's Chun-Li. Here's like they don't overload you with it, right?
true.
They've been going for 8 months now since Ryu came out, or maybe 6, I don't know, but we have what, 5, 6 figures, and then a couple repaints. Like it's a slow roll. It's nice. You can ease into it. And the Mega Man, 3 figures at a time. Like,
Got it. Final fight, KJ said too. Cool.
I type in
Here
the
you go.
chat because there's no getting a word in with these 3. I'm just here to look cool. And type in the chat.
All right, there'll be plenty of everyone to go around as the night goes on. Circling back to McFarlane, we have Bobby with a pair of Digi toys.
Yeah. Look, and I got these right. Boom. Look, I've got Superman right here in the classic like hero pose. These were kind of what I was hoping for when McFarlane took over DC. I mean, these are just great figures. I know Tony's gonna agree with me. They just look great. Like they look fantastic. I mean, the Superman smile isn't that derpy as the other photos were. He looks
Looks
happy.
good. He's
Yeah,
look
he
good.
looks like he looks like the Man of Steel. He looks like he's Dick Donner, Superman, happy. And then you gotta love Hal Jordan, right? Like I know this is the Silver Age Hal with like the green trunks. I was kind of hoping for a more modern Hal. I know they did in the 2-pack. Screw the 2-pack. I'm fine with this. This is my superpower Green Lantern. I'm good with it. Love it.
Cool. Great honorable mentions. And man, I'm glad these didn't come out when McFarlane first started, because then I'd still be collecting McFarlane. KJ, you feel like you had something to say?
I forgot the Nightfall figure, so that would be another honorable mention.
I just, Bobby, you reminded me. I just wanted to give another special shout out real quick to our homie in the Terror Drone, Tony's Figs.
Yes.
We definitely check out dude's McFarlane DC Multiverse. Really great stuff.
Tony sucks. He's a hack.
He regurgitates a lot of the same stuff over and over, but that's my no, I'm kidding. Like, definitely check out the videos. You have a great time. The love is there.
Oh, damn it. I forgot about Wonder Woman this year. Damn, there were so many figures this year. Shit.
Not too late to throw it in. Tony's Figs on YouTube and also Instagram. Check it out.
Yep. And special shout out to War Chest. A couple weeks ago, he dropped some dough at a Toy Kind of Mood, man. Thank you so much. Always loving it. It's always going to a good cause. It goes to the channel. And yeah, I really appreciate that. So good looking out. And yeah, all right, we're moving on to our next honorable mention. And I think it's KJ's turn. And here we go.
All right. So who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow. Great figure. Just as a bit of context, I am choked for space in my tiny Fifth Element LA apartment. So I'm always putting stuff in storage. But this, I have a ton of Mezco Double Trouble weapons packs that go quite well with the Shadow. So if you're a fan of not just the movie, but also the comic books, listening to some of the classic Shadow episodes on YouTube or as a podcast, then this figure is great for recreating some of that pulp era stuff. If you have Rocketeer, if you have Flash Gordon, if you have, old school henchmen and goons, you can have a lot of fun, especially harkening back to another era. So I highly recommend the Shadow from Mezco. It's a City of Shadows. It's a City of Crime. It's a collection of figs, and it's all mine.
Oh, I love that. Dropping dimes and rhymes. All right, man. So pretty good right there. Honorable mention. And then we're sticking with you.
All right. So if you give me a second, I just found this. Hold on a second. But yeah, I love Brave Star. Brave Star was one of my favorites growing up as a kid. And I know Ramen Toys has a Brave Star that he's doing, but I had to get my hands on this. Okay, so this is the Sheriff from Dawson Toys. It uses face plates to swap out, which is a great solve for multiple heads. Love the show. I had the Cap gun when I was a kid. So I got to put this on the Black English channel. More on that later. But I love it, and I'm glad to have this now instead of waiting on the Ramen Toy Marshall. Hopefully that'll be a good job. It'll be a fun figure once you get it in 2025 or later. But if you can get your hands on Dawson Toys Brave Star, go ahead and grab that. Have a great time.
Hey, KJ, real quick, where did you order it from? Just DawsonToys.com or where?
5K Toys.
Okay.
So 5K Toys. Hopefully it'll still be in stock, or you can just search and try your luck. But 5K Toys, also a great site, great for third-party figures like Spec was saying. Highly recommend it. Shout out to Fobster, who introduced me to 5K Toys. A lot of great stuff on there.
Beautiful. All right. So I wore this shirt because I don't have any Masters of the Universe on my list, but I knew a lot of you guys do, and I knew, we get some love going. So right away we got Spec with a little bit of cringer action to go along with.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's pull back. Go ahead. Oh, wait. Spec has to read it.
Moody Wrestling Figure segue in 5, 4, 3.
Nope. I put the wrestling figures away because now, if you didn't know, I have a show called A Wrestling Figure News Kind of Mood, and it's every other Saturday. I was going to actually do another episode back to back this past weekend. Shout out to Wrestling Figure News, the Wrestling DeLorean, Justin Kendall. So for the few Hulkamaniacs, brother, and the Wrestling Figure Maniacs, we're going to do a Wrestling Figure News, a kind of mood next Saturday. So that's when I get my Wrestling Figure News out. I'm not mixing these worlds. Maybe someday I will, but right now, no wrestling figures on this list because I'll do my best wrestling figures of the year so far on that show. And back to our regularly scheduled program.
Cortez, thank you so much for that, buddy. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Really
Thanks, buddy.
appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thanks, War Chest.
Cool. Appreciate you. All right, Spec.
Boom. I don't even collect Motu Origins. I happened upon this at the Mattel store. I got the Cringer to put with the Masterverse, which are all living in a bin at the moment. But it's this Prince Adam has won me over, especially because he comes with the orgasm face. Like, how can you deny this? This is just awesome. The purple tights, the little purple skimpy banana hammock, and then the O face. And they finally started doing the proper hinged hand so that they can hold the sword straight up.
Vertical hinge.
Which is like something that they've been asked for forever and a day.
Yep.
And then Cringer is actually pretty awesome. He has a second head. This is the one that has the articulated jaw. And, you know, fully articulated. Yes, he has a more cartoony look, but scale-wise, he will, in my opinion, fit with Masterverse quite nicely.
Okay.
And I think Cringer was a figure I always wanted as a kid, and they either never made him or he was just like a single chunk of plastic that came. I never had him, but
Yeah, so Cringer was just a single piece of plastic that you put Battle Cat's armor on. So Cringer was always looked intimidating, and you're like, wait, no.
I'm reading this
How'd you
comment
get rid of
without
Spec?
Spectre. Look, I want Prince Adam Cringer 2-pack more than I want to see Spec's face. Unfortunately for you, Spec is on the show this week and not you, pretty baldy boy. You're not here. Neither the other baldy. You got like a trio of baldies. They're like the Legion of fucking.
I'm the
Doom.
bald bearded motherfucker this week.
What a rush. Guys need to be on the show with spiked shoulder pads and their ball freaking heads with face paint.
That'd be
I love it.
great.
See, there's my wrestling segue, War Chest. I didn't want to disappoint you. So there you go. All right, cool. Let's talk about this Ecto vehicle
Boom.
here. Yeah.
This showed up in the mail.
Ecto 1.
And
Now you're blurry.
I don't know why I'm blurry. Why am I blurry?
Always blurry, so don't worry about it.
It's 118, and that's the only thing that kills me. But then at the same time, a 1/12 scale Ecto 1 would be absolutely ridiculous. But
yeah,
they're not breaking the bank with it. I can't wait for the 4 Ghostbusters to come out. I mean, it's what, $40? So $10 a figure when they were charging $20 a figure for the Retro Joes. This guy was $60. It hasn't sold out, so I'm sure if you wait, it'll be on sale at some point. But I mean, it's very detailed. It's a little cleaner than I would like. You know, it'd be nice if it was a little dirty. I'm sure if it does well enough, they'll come out with a more like rusty, dirty version.
Yeah.
But you know, doors open. It's got the detail inside.
If that goes on sale, I'm getting it.
This door opens. This rear door, this one side door, doesn't do the jump door like the Afterlife movies. And then, you know, the tailgate opens up, and then it has the gurney that comes out where you'll be able to put all the proton packs. Oh, God. I mean, how can you say no to that if you were a Ghostbusters fan? And Ghostbusters is one of my top 10 all-time movies.
Yeah,
same.
And since I do happen to have a small, humble collection of OG 1/18 O-ring Joe stuff, courtesy of a friend that gifted me his collection. As you can see in the photo, there's the OG base with the Defiant in the background. Like, I'm hoping to do some fun mashup photos at some point.
Comment here: the rusty trombone that you want come with the Afterlife. It's the same mold.
I mean, who doesn't love a rusty trombone, giving or receiving?
All right, next pick, and it's mine. So here we go. Bobby and I were talking about this. Bobby, you could do commentary while I show it because you said you wanted this to make your honorable mentions, but then you opened it today.
I opened it today.
I opened it today too. I did.
Dude, look, here's the thing. Well, because someone was like, "Oh, get it to me by Monday. Get it to me by Monday." All right, fine. Look, this is as close to a perfect Marvel Legends figure as you can possibly get. The only reason when I reviewed it for the TikTok show, I gave it a 4.85. The only reason he doesn't get a 5 is because this thing needed to come with a flight stand. That is it. So look, you know what? Fuck it. It's my honorable mention too. Look at this, like.
Oh, you open yours.
Yeah,
nice.
All right. I reviewed it like. The two things I did wish is I wish it came with a flight stand because right now I can't do anything with it other than like hold it, then like let it fall.
Buy them from Hasbro Pulse 3-pack. They're pretty good. They're not expensive. I think they're like $15 or 3. I think they're
okay.
Pretty.
Yeah. The other thing, and this is just because I like the era. I like the blue and white from the Uncanny Joe Mad run.
Yeah, this is the Dark Phoenix version.
No, this is the Defenders run.
Well, I'm
the
saying,
Dark Phoenix.
He did mess with the Dark Phoenix with this.
No. That's
okay.
God damn it, the knees being a bitch. But yeah, this is like early '80s, mid '80s run. Before he got his wings amputated. That's why I give him the smiling face because after this run, it kind of goes downhill for him. Like the wings were just like Travis was doing, like it's just you collapse and it's perfect.
Smooth. It's damn good. And I asked you to pick one for me, and you picked Angel, and you said, "Oh man, that would have made my list if we unbox it." So I was like, "All right, while we're hanging out in the backstage before we go live, I'll open it and mess with it." And then I had to throw Doc Ock. I thought he was going to make my top 5. He just missed the movie No Way Home. Doc Ock has been one of my favorite figures of the whole year. I'm not like a movie Marvel Legend, aficionado or whatever. I buy the ones I like, but this one kind of blew me away. It would have been nice to get like a little softer trench coat, but otherwise it's pretty slick. So
Moody, there were like a few figures I forgot from honorable mention, but while we're on Marvel Legends, real quick, I forgot about this 2-pack, and I fucking love this 2-pack.
Bobby loves a 2-pack.
Oh no! Hey, it's not a 3-pack. Hey, dude, this just missed my list.
Yeah, I almost put Sabretooth on mine.
Sabretooth makes it alone, like makes the top 5 or top 10 alone, but I do like the Logan though.
The Logan's great. The Logan's great. I've got his other head over here somewhere. This Sabretooth is so like vintage Jim Lee, like just awesome badassness. I love this. This Logan is fantastic. I love like everything about these figures. I just literally I was like getting ready for the show and I was like, oh shit, these came out this year. God damn.
Yeah, those were my swan song Marvel Legends. I say that.
Two things real quick. I want to say what's up to Mr. McFly. Yeah, this is my first time I've appeared on a couple shows, but first time hosting a show in 2 weeks that wasn't wrestling related. Shout out to Wrestling Figure News kind of mood. And then I'm not going to count the interview because that wasn't live. The Hasbro interview, I hosted half of that. But yeah, I mean, awesome to be back. My show's on hiatus for a few weeks, so I might be hanging around, and just in time for Yo Joe June and JoeFest. So we're doing our best figures of the year so far show now with 5 months into the year, because next month we ain't got time for that. We ain't gonna have time for that. It's gonna be all about Yo Joe June in a toy kind of mood going to JoeFest. So we're doing it today. So thanks for hanging out. And now KJ has something to share.
So I just want to give a special shout out real quick. We do it big at Toy Kind of Mood. So be sure to check out the homie Bobby on TikTok, Toy Kind of Mood reviews, all the way live on TikTok. Look, we're trying to hit 3K on YouTube. We got to hit 3K on TikTok.
Oh, shit, I got
Awesome. Doing it big. unboxings galore, best reviews you're gonna find on TikTok. Highly recommend it. Toy Kind of Mood reviews. We taking over. Shout out
Yes.
to the homie.
I actually thank you, but I actually got told about one of my followers that they actually got into collecting toys from watching my reviews. So I felt like really special with that. I'm like,
Like a lawsuit waiting to happen.
What's up?
Like a lawsuit waiting to happen, or divorce. My wife left me because you made me collect toys, Bobby.
Hey, I'm sorry I attacked your while getting attacked, but I was like, oh, that's really nice. Okay.
This comment right here. This comment. This was my favorite Wolverine. Everybody went crazy for the Jim Lee stuff and the blue yellow team and all that. No, this is the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. I need this one. I need the classic brown, orange.
I have never been a fan of that suit.
Man.
That was my
says the guy with yellow and blue. Oh, God, Spec, sorry.
Oh, that was my introduction to Wolverine. I sold it, and I ended up getting 2 copies of it, but I had the Peter David issue of the Hulk, where it's the Wolverine with the claws, and you see the Hulk's face in the reflection of the claws, and the two of them fight it out in the snow.
Yeah.
I used to have that. I had it autographed by Peter David, and I got rid of it when I sold my collection.
Yeah.
Ouch. These are reissues, updated reissues.
Yeah.
So yeah, I said re-release, but not reissue. Reissues aren't going to make my list. I haven't even opened them.
I do have that Deadpool ordered through Pulse, so that will be
essential.
Amazon? Yeah, I was gonna cancel it, but then I saw that it was sold out. I'm like, nope, gonna hold on to it.
Yo Joe June might strain my marriage. I'm not even married and I'm getting divorced. Brown suit Wolvie is my fave. Yeah, so cool. And Tony and I actually agree on something. That's crazy. All right, what up? What's next? We got our top 5. It's top 5 time. Cool. All right, fun. Another I'm gonna do another plug. Just did our newest review, made my top 5. It's the Anubis and Bastet 4 Horsemen figure obscura. You may know them as Cosmic Legions and Mythic Legions, but yeah, this was a lot of fun. I've never reviewed anything from 4 Horsemen. They actually reached out to me. It's not even, the review didn't really get 1 million hits or anything, but they still reached out to me and we're thankful, and we may end up on a list or something like that. So that's pretty cool. Awesome. I didn't think that would happen based on this review, but I had a lot of fun reviewing something out of my wheelhouse and kind of learning about ancient civilization and all that stuff. So these are obscure characters, and they're not obscure characters, famous characters in literature that they have in the figure obscura line. So, the Ghost of Jacob Marley and Headless Horseman and so forth, but a lot of fun. Did some comparisons and stuff, but kind of a deep dive on the detail and articulation. But yeah, go check out that review if you're interested in what 4 Horsemen has to offer. And it made my top 5. I gave them both 4.5 out of 5 for different reasons, and it slid into the top 5. Is it recency bias? Sure, who cares? Fuck it. But it made the top 5 for now. Will it last? Probably not, but we'll probably end up in honorable mention when the year's over. But yeah, more on that figure. Go watch the review. It's fresh and new. Went up yesterday or 2 days ago. Bobby's turn though. Mafex.
My top 5 was difficult because the Mafex just fucking killed it. And look, I won't lie, I opened this dude today. I knew I had him. I just hadn't opened him up yet. But this Cyclops, I've got him with the there we go, with the Ray-Bans on, the ruby quartz Ray-Bans. This figure is just absolutely freaking amazing. And I was like, when I was reviewing him, I was putting on all the different heads and the different optic blasts and the different hands. And Jesus, this thing is just absolutely stacked. And I won't lie, this for me is worth more bang for the buck than Mafex. I mean, not Mafex, Mezco. Just because, and someone said it earlier, the Mezco suits look weird. If this was a suit, this would have looked really weird. But the fact that it's hard plastic, it looks like body armor almost. But it's got all the articulation. It's fantastic. I've got 90s Cyclops, and I've got X Factor up there, Cyclops. So if you couldn't tell, Cyclops is my favorite X-Man. So
How much did this guy run you? That's what I was thinking when I was looking at this. Because when I was looking up pictures on, they were like on eBay, and I was like, oh man, I hope he didn't shell out too much.
95.
Oh, that ain't bad. You paid way under retail. I mean, you paid like retail.
Yeah, but
they're
no, I got
going
these
for more now.
Oh no, they're going for a lot more now. I paid retail for him.
Yeah, no, good job. No, it's excellent. I love the like the smoky.
I love the
effect that's coming
smoke.
out of
I
his
love
eye.
the smoking. The only reason that this one doesn't have the smoking is because I've got my X Factor Cyclops with the smoking visor. And then so the cool thing is, so the smoking visor is one visor, the eyeglasses is a head. The other visor comes with either just normal visor or like the hole for the different, and you have a, actually, fuck it, here. I'll just pop it out real quick. I'll just pull it out real quick.
Nice shirt, by the way. Invincible Iron Man. We both got yellow and red, but yeah,
it's
that's
the
nice.
It's the Invincible Clutch City. So
Okay,
yes,
there you go. Well, not a nice shirt, not a nice shirt anymore. But yeah.
so I mean, here's the, I've got the visor here without the hole. This is with the hole, and then you can put in either the straight on optic glass or the wide glass optic glass.
Oh, nice.
And
That's
then
sick.
the as Spec calls them, the hey Wolvie, smell this finger.
Did you see the somebody did a little comic of that with the Wolverine like this, or Scott does this to Wolverine and goes, smell my finger. It's Gene, and then it's Wolverine like running after him on a bookcase.
Yeah, I saw that meme.
I
think they used that meme last week on our X-Men 97 episode, I think. So
Probably.
which is a good shout. So if you guys are fans of, we're talking about Cyclops. If you guys are big fans of X-Men 97 and now you're like caught up and you want to listen to like a spoiler show, Baldy and Tony, and shout out to Jason and Steve. They were tremendous guests last week. A lot of last minute stuff happened last week, and it all came together to a real fun show. I was able to catch a lot of it coming off work. So shout out to them. And I want to shout out War Chest again, because just a segue that you picked up the Gods of Ancient Egypt figures to go with this Monster Force. So we're going to talk about Monster Force when we're done on top 5, and then G.I. Joe. So stick around for that after our top 5s. All right, moving on now.
Before we get back to me, I just want to point out where Frank Feces Viper, you know, he did the Mofex is better than Mezco. That's for damn sure.
Yep.
And if he's talking about Cyclops in particular, I absolutely agree. I've never cared for any of the Mezco Cyclops. I think there's 2 of them. But if it's a generalized statement, I think they each have their strengths and weaknesses. I don't love every Mezco. I don't own any Mofex, but I had one Mofex. I had a Boba Fett. I sold it. I didn't care for the quality of that particular one that I had. I don't love every Mezco. I don't love every Mofex. Some I think look better than one. It just all depends.
Fair. That's fair. And look, if Mezco is your jam, fucking, you know, throw it on with peanut butter, you know, and fucking enjoy it.
And before we get to Spec, thank you again. War Chest is the MVP of the chat tonight. If all these people in the live stream, you haven't hit the like button, it's a rubber hose full of sand. Hey, please like the show. If you're watching it, 60 people watching, we should have nearly as many likes, right? Really appreciate you guys for checking us out every Wednesday. Lots of fun shows coming in the future and lots of video content. You thought we were on a little roll now. Wait for the next 3 weeks. There'll be a lot of stuff coming to a toy kind of mood, especially we got some G.I. Joes coming out this weekend. Maybe we'll talk about that a little later on. But in the meantime, Jada Toys Spec, the 2 figures that will never ever make my list because I never ever got them.
Wait, you still don't have them?
I still don't have them.
They're not around, man. I ain't seen them.
They're not going to be in my targets in Woodland Hills. You know,
I thought you had your order in from.
Yeah, I got the order and they never sent it. They said it said June and I didn't believe it. I figured it would come earlier, but you know what's happening is the Paul Mart store brings them to Frankensons, but they don't ship out the ones that they're waiting to get like at the same time as BBTS and Entertainment Earth. So I paid extra money thinking they were gonna beat them, and I mean, who knows at this point. So pretty not pleased about that at all.
Understood.
But they made your list. Top 4. Go ahead. Talk about a toy. These toys I fucking hate.
So
Doesn't allow me.
Moody hates Jada Toys completely. He doesn't like
I
the
love
company.
Jada Toys. That's why I hate it. I
Nope,
hate
no,
this.
he hates the Jada Toys company. And if this stream doesn't get at least 60 likes, next week's episode is going to be Baldy giving rusty trombones to strangers. You're going to 3 hours of that. So
Oh,
make
wait,
sure you.
that reminds me. That reminds me. Spec and KJ. How did we go to number 4? Well, your two number 5s ended up on a higher list. So we'll talk about your number 5s later. But in the meantime, we're at number 4 already. So gently pull the ponytail of the like button.
That's right. You listen to Baldy, or you're going to see him giving rusty trombones to strangers for 3 hours straight next week.
Ooh.
There we go. We got some Dalsim. We got some M. Bison. M. Bison is just a fantastic, beefy figure that they could have made a deluxe. They really could have. It would have been pushing it, but they didn't. And he has a nice soft goods wired cape with a really the implementation of that was very smart, I thought, in terms of how the pads are on clips and they pop off, and then you put on non-caped shoulder pads, and then they move with the socket of the arm so they don't ever really get in the way and they can push out of the way. And it's everything we've come to know with the Jada Toys, like nice amazing articulation. The rubber pieces are quality, but they're also soft and they're easy to move out of the way to help with the articulation. I picked M. Bison, but since Dalsim is there, like he's got pierced ears and the earrings move in there, and you know, they gave him 4 stretchy limbs and still an alternate head and swappable hands, and he still only cost $25. Like they could have pushed and made him a deluxe if they really wanted to.
Hey,
So
good
thank you.
afternoon, good morning, and good night.
I love you too. So yeah, these guys made my list.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they did. But
this was the line I said I wasn't going to fucking collect.
yeah, we say that every week on this show, every single person, and we buy every single line, and then we're all in debt. So it looks like we got some Street Fighter Ken action.
You got yours?
didn't
Hold
make
on. You
the
pull
list.
yours out.
Didn't make Bobby's list, but he's got it. What's your collecting with Jada Toys, Bobby? You doing this or what?
I've got the Street Fighters. I have to open Ken and Chun-Li up. I can't go and I'll get Guile. I'll get the ones I always played on when I played the game. I rarely played as Dalsim. I'll get Ken. I mean, I've got Ken. I got Chun-Li. I'll probably get Cammy, Blanca, and Guile.
It took too long to bring these figures out, man. I'm probably not gonna get a Dalsim until next year, and now I'm gonna be toy hunting Balrog in 2026 at this rate. But whatever, they're great figs. So
Yeah,
let the good times roll while they're rolling.
So this was an honorable mention for myself, but since it landed at number 4 for you, actually no, these were honorable mentions for KJ and I. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm confusing myself. So anyway, yeah, this is honorable mention was we're just all talking about Jade at the same time.
And it's
all right.
smart because it's the same body, right?
Yeah.
Same overlay, just different color, like just like this Street Fighter game, right? It's basically the same sprite with a different face, right? So it's all there, and it's great. So get this, get Ryu, get all these, man. It's like so much fun you can have with this stuff. And
except Red Chun-Li, you're not gonna find that. So
no,
good luck.
Yeah.
I don't care about the repaints. I only got one repaint because it was kind of a cool, different character, and that was the
Player 2 Ryu. Oh, Evil Ryu from
Evil
Comic-Con.
Ryu.
Yeah, he was easy to get after a while. Yeah,
I'm not getting the dumb Palmart light gray version.
Yep. Cool. All right, number 4, Mando time. I didn't think we got 17 Mandalorians.
God damn it! I have them up there. Damn it! I forgot about this one too.
Of all the, and I got you, KJ. I see you, but
It's all good. It's all good.
We got the Book of Boba Fett, Glavis Ringworld. They, again, just like my Clone Trooper, they listened, they made adjustments, they did a lot to improve it. The articulation allows you to do a lot more posing. It's all about how the figure looks as far as the frame. So the chest and the helmet are so screen accurate. It takes a while, it just happens. You come out with a Duke from a video game, and now you get the retro Duke, and then you get the Mandalorian, you're just trying to rush it out there. But this is absolutely stunning. The metallic paint. Yeah, it sucks. We had to buy 75,000 Mandos to get this one, but that's just the way the toy world works.
I want to know
Soft goods too.
What am I supposed to do with my muddy Mandalorian and my icy Mandalorian and
I didn't buy those.
my helmet comes off Mandalorian with the crappy face sculpt and my I don't know. I think I have all the Mandos that they've released except for the one that came in the Ahsoka 2-pack because I refused to buy that.
Yeah, I've got the first 2 Mandos. I got those for Christmas and my birthday. Yeah. Can I just look? I forgot. We need that for like the credits.
All right, Bobby. Go ahead.
Look, I like this Balin skull, right? I wish the face.
There's so many problems with that Balin skull. It should not even make your honorable mentions. Just saying.
But shout out to Ray Stevenson, though, man. Like, come on.
Oh, Ray Stevenson killed it. Yeah, Ray Stevenson killed
I'm talking about the figure, not the character or the actor. Right. Absolutely not. The figure,
like,
is a mess.
The body is great. The face is a mess. But I will forever say fuck you for the fact that this came out and then we get that Balin skull with the cloak.
Yeah.
That pissed me off. I don't. But the face isn't that bad. You guys are tripping.
No, the face is fine. It's the size. He's like 5'2".
Your face is better than my face.
I'm waiting for the what's her name from Kenobi? What the hell was that? Inquisitor. Anyway, I'm waiting for her to go on sale to do the leg swap to make him taller.
Smart.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Enough Star Wars before we lose everybody. All right, cool. Next up, we got Snap Spout. Yeah. All right, Bobby. It was KJ's honorable mention and Bobby's number 4. Whoever wants to take it, take it.
Yeah, I love Snout Spout. I feel like this is one of the best translations from Vintage Origins to Masterverse. I love the articulated snout. Just the snout jokes alone are worth the entertainment value. But yeah, it's great, especially if you're still collecting Masterverse. You can have this side by side with the other heroic warriors. I'm just a big fan of the character, and I felt like they did a better job with this Masterverse than some of the other figures that made it to Masterverse.
And he's a big dude. Like I haven't opened him just because I like the way he looks in the box. Like I'll probably open him and then leave him in the box just like this. He's fucking amazing. Actually, you know what?
Yeah, they like it big. So
I kept asking you guys before I got mine. I was like, "Hey, how much bigger is he?" Because he looks massive, and you were like, "Hey, he's not that much bigger." No, he's huge.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
Just for the show. Travis, do not go to the next figure just yet because I'm doing this for the show. There we go.
Oh, this comment's hilarious, Bobby. War Chest said Baldy is in the chat disguised as a common peasant.
That's funny.
A big shout out to Shark Guys in the chat. And shout out to everyone joining us tonight.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah. Shark Guys is in the chat. Where do I see him? I don't see.
Oh, there he is. I see him. He said,
"Oh, right here." Oh, so wait, hey, hold on, Bobby. Got to let people know that we have a small segment, a tiny segment at the end of the show dedicated to our friend Adam, Shark Guys Toys. So if he can stick around, I don't know what time it is over there, but we're gonna talk about you a little bit in a little bit.
Yeah. All right, look at this. Like this is
live unboxing.
Solid figure. Let's see. So next to McFarlane, McFarlane 7. Like Snout Sprout is a big boy. Get the snout sprout that can kind of, there we go. That's Peroni's disease right there, but still, look at that.
Might need to go see a doctor.
Exactly.
Peroni's disease on his face, but then you can go straight to 12 on his belt.
ding, ping. Like this. I mean, even like the eyes are translucent. Like
His ears are articulated.
yeah, and
A lot of love went into this figure.
it really. You know what? It really did. Like Mattel really does love, these figures, and that's why. Okay, yes, Masterverse is my clearance sale figure, but the creations, no, they don't last very long. So I had to get Stats Sprout.
For sure. KJ, you had this as an honorable mention, and then you also have a Motu Ninja Turtle crossover figure at number 4. So you could talk about this and we'll segue into that.
Okay. What about Snout Spout? I pretty much laid it all out. Great figure, best. Oh yeah, Mouse Jaw. Love Trap Jaw. One of the first things I put on Black Genghis Instagram, just as a joke, was like Trap Clops, like a mashup between Triclops and Trap Jaw. So having a Mouse Jaw and like combining this with the Super 7 Mouser pack, it's just a lot of fun. And yeah, like Baldy said, Masterverse is like really killing it right now. Mattel is just having a fun time. Turtles of Grayskull is such a dream lineup. It's just this, and you can see the love they have for both brands in each figure. But Mouse Jaw is the one that sucks you in and just keeps you in there. So yeah, I love this figure. I love the way the Mouser attaches to the arm. I love the different color schemes. I love the Mouser helmet. Yeah, it's great, and it makes you get other figures to have with this. Like it's perfect. It's a perfect figure.
Yeah, and I'd like to get Spec and Bobby's opinion on the crossover Ninja Turtles with Motu Origins.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole.
Same.
I can't. I
Same.
can't do
It'll
it.
grab a hold of you. It's addictive. And you'll resent its presence.
When that Slacker figure went on sale for $14 this week, I was like very tempted because he's a cool, beefy figure, and I love Slash, but I was just like, no, the line must be drawn.
Yeah. I saw that the Donatello one, and the only reason I didn't get him was because the packaging was all messed up, and I should have got him just to open him up. But all my Motu is in box unless I buy it one for like $5 at Walmart. They're so cool, and the fact that we're getting the comic book with by Freddie Williams, the 4th coming out soon. It's amazing. They're fantastic. If I see them, but I only see like those like the Trap Jaw, and that's it. And the Donatello, no, Man at Arms and He-Man every now and then, but the turtles go like that because those are the best ones.
Yeah, that Donatello, I see him on occasion, and that purple metallic armor, like I want to grab it, and then I'm always like, nope.
Cool. I want to give a shout out to Frank for joining. I don't know why your notification never arrived. That's a bummer for us to hear, especially, but you made it. We're in the thick of our top 5 figures of the year so far. And I want to shout out Quick Kick because if this was obviously a G.I. Joe, I try to keep off. I said earlier, I try to keep off a lot of classified figures because we got Yo Joe June coming up. I still considered classified, but Quick Kick is one of my favorites. The day I reviewed it like, what did it hail outside or something? So I was able to capture Quick Kick in the snow against Storm Shadow. We got like a hail day in California. It was just nuts. So it was a magical experience reviewing Quick Kick. So go check that out on the channel if you haven't. So really appreciate you having you around. So are we in our top 3? Yes, we are. And we're sticking with KJ. We're more mode 2.
Right. So I have a story about this because I love Cyclone as a kid. I love the crazy color schemes. I got these from Mattel Creations and they got stolen. They got stolen straight from my apartment. I contacted Mattel and Mattel sent me 2 more. So I am over the moon with
Wow.
these. So I have a lot of videos lined up for Black English YouTube. This is definitely going to be one of these, and I am just really glad to still have this in my collection. I love the retro look. I
Yeah.
love even the decals and everything else. I love that it's not just the He-Man face all over again. But and I love the different tornado effects and whatnot. It's just a goofy, silly, fun figure. And I'm just really glad after all the shenanigans that it took for me to get this in my collection, to get it back. And I'm just really glad to have this. The art is fantastic as always.
Yeah.
And
Spectacular.
Cyclone, one of my favorite figures. Glad to finally have it in Origins in the collection.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let
have
me
that-
say this. Let me say this, Bobby. Hold on. Mattel is a great company. All right, there you go. Now I can get a raise at Toy Fair. Just kidding. But no, go ahead, Bobby.
No, I gotta agree with KJ. Cyclone was one of my favorite Motus as a kid, just because I like the spinning effect it had. You twist the little slide and it would spin around. I do have that one, but that Cyclone was not on my top.
But yeah, there it is.
Yeah. So look, I'm just gonna pull this. I mean, look at that figure. Look, I've got him right now with the mask on. I mean, it's such a badass figure. And just again, the Masterverse just kills it. And when I saw this, I knew I had to get it. It has like the little radar as it did. You can you can put his shield on his back. You can put the flames on his arms, like in the pictures. Like this is one of those figures where it's just, even if I was trying to get out of Masterverse, it would suck me back in, just because and
that's exactly what happened to me. I loved Cyclone. Sorry to cut you off, Bobby.
Yeah.
And I kept saying I'm winding down Motu Masterverse, but I wanted him when they announced him. And then I found that whole wave at the Mattel store, and I ended up buying the whole damn wave because that Thunder Punch He-Man is really good.
I need that one.
The Leech is great. I ended up giving the Leech and the Hordak to KJ, but I will get that Leech again. But the Cyclone is fantastic.
Yeah, I won't lie, dude. If you see that Thunder Punch He-Man, let me know.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
While we got a second, Bobby, we see this, right? We see this. What is that GHG thing? I'm going to ask you if you want to talk about GHG real quick. And because we've been talking to Comic-Con and we're likely going to work out our little issue we may get in. And if we get in, we probably can't go anyway, but it'll have us grandfathered in the system. But did you want to talk about GHG and the progress of Geeks Have Game, or whatever, anything?
So you know what? Screw it. Here, let me present. Share screen and share. There we go. So look, this, if you've been a fan of the show, then you know that we kind of, I started with GHG 14 years ago. Travis, if you can believe that. It's been 14 years now.
14? Really?
14 years.
Was it 2010?
Yeah.
No, I don't. Right? Yeah, I think it was 2012, 2002.
Was it 2002?
I mean, 2012, 2012. So I think it's been
because I remember
talking.
I remember talking to you when I was in grad school in 2010.
Well, I don't think GHG launched till 2002. You know why? Because the very first review was Avengers.
Oh, okay.
2012.
So,
yep, the very first article on the site was that was the Avengers review.
Yeah. So look,
back when we used to get Disney screenings back in the day. But yeah.
Yeah, so look, I've been working on GHG, the website, got it all nice and pretty. Going to be coming up with a new logo, and
we're gonna fix it up.
Yeah, gonna fix it up. And honestly, it's been way too long, and I will be coming out soon. Don't know when. Gotta do some meetings with 2 new shows, so to go along with A Torque and a Mood. So I'm gonna be a busy person.
For instance, like our show last week, X-Men 97, that would have been on GHG.
Yep.
That was like a GHG type show we did on A Toy Kind of Mood. So what are you going to tie in toys to the pop culture, or like you just looking to go crazy with it,
Toys,
or what?
comics, movies, pop culture, like
Yeah.
Legos. Because Travis, you have a
Legos is
certain
massive.
you have
Yeah.
a certain roommate who
Yep. Brick boy.
loves
He's a brick boy.
Legos.
Yeah, he's a brick
Um,
boy. That's for sure.
So yeah, it's gonna be one of those things where and you know what? Sometimes I might have guests on that are on the show, and we're just gonna sit there for like an hour and just bullshit. Hot Wheels.
Yep.
Fuck yeah. And honestly, it's just be one of those shows where it'll have somewhat of a guide, but honestly, just come chat, have fun. Well, if we have a comic episode, come chill. We'll talk about comics. There have been so many damn good comics right now. We've got Scotty Young's Ain't No Grave. You've got the new Helverine. You've got the Skybound universe. We just finished Avengers Twilight, which is the Marvel version of Kingdom Come. There's a lot of good shit out there right now, and GHG is going to be like the umbrella that everything falls under.
Right. So while your GHG expands on a toy kind of mood, diving much deeper into pop culture, and like the stuff that influences the reason we have the toys. We don't just have the toys because they're plastic. Exactly. They're the toys because there's meaning behind it. We don't often get to explore that, because most people, that our audience right now is more interested in like the releases. But man, why do we collect Marvel Legends? There's 100 years of whatever 100%. Of lore, right? So it's like that's the kind of stuff that connecting the toys to that expansive lore is the stuff that I'm looking forward to in Geeks Up Game. And KJ is muted. Now your turn. He's still muted.
I'm sorry, I was playing around. No, one of the things that's great about you guys is that like you're not just fans, aficionados. So we can talk toys, we can talk movies, we talk video games, we talk sports, we talk about life, and that's really why I like rolling with you guys. And I think that's what's fun about watching the episodes. Like last week's episode was a completely different lineup, and it still felt like toy kind of mood. I mean, that's why I say family. We're deeper than Wu-Tang at this point, man. Like it was
family. Like. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. When it drops, I'll let everyone know. But we're still working out kinks and working out shows. And honestly, so Travis, I don't know if you remember this or not, but 2016, yours and my friend Derek, we actually had a fantasy football podcast that we had on.
I heard about that. I'm not a fantasy football guy. I am an NFL fan. But I don't mess with the gambling sports.
No, we might talk to Derek about bringing that back for the JC, but yeah, we did every Sunday. We did a Monday night. We'd watch Monday Night Football, and we'd go over our fantasy and how we were doing and if we were going to win or not. And I got to bring that back because that was a lot of fun, because they were like, God damn it, I'm going to lose by 0.5. And you could hear us watching the game go, damn it, no. And back to our podcast, right? Like, I might have to do that.
You got to get Brick Boy on there, Lance. You got to get He-Man on the show. Yeah, he'll love that. He's a big fantasy and football guy. That's like his life during the fall. So I know now. Don't ever. I don't think KJ went. He was invited. KJ was busy, but it was like, don't ever run a video game tournament during football season on a Sunday, because Lance will kill me. He wanted to kill me that day. We had 10 people playing second, and he's trying to watch the. Oh, I know. Hey, we were we've known each other for 14 years, but we're new roommates. That's the stuff you learn. But let's get into our top 3, because Bobby doesn't like to go 3 hours. No, I'm kidding, Bobby. But KJ, you got your hand up?
No, that's the German 3. This is the Inglorious Bastards 3.
Yeah,
it's like
this is what happens when you're like, oh no,
don't blow your German. Yeah.
Whoa.
Gotcha.
Whoa.
Cool. All right.
Unless she likes that. So.
Oh my goodness. All right. We did have KJ in top 3. It was the Origin Cyclone, and of course, Masterverse Cyclone was Bobby's honorable mention. But Bobby, your top 3 figures, talking about pop culture, talking about X-Men 97, little bit of tie-in here with Mafex Gambit, and yeah, man.
God, look, this Gambit was so damn good. It was so damn good. I forget about my Psylocke, so I'll shout out to her. This Gambit is so freaking good. And look, that 97 X-Men 97.
That's
fantastic.
wire in the coat.
That is wire in the coat, so you can have it flaring. You can have it, you know.
Oh,
going
baby.
underneath. And this is why, like, and you know, like I said, like, and Spectre's right. You know, Mayfix and Mezco have their, you know, ups and pros and cons. But let me bring this down just a
Look,
bit.
I'll be real. Mezco could never. I'll say it. I'll be the one to say it. Mezco could never.
Right, there's wire in the collar of the trench coat, so it can really just flare out. I've got him just gonna, you know, throwing, because like the bow staff, you can remove that, so it's just a normal bow staff. But again, I gotta have that charge, and I got him throwing the two aces. Like this figure, and then the stands are always really good. But I mean, this figure is so damn good, and there's only two reasons why he's not number one, and we'll get to number 1 and 2 in a second. But this
goes back to what you were saying about the Marvel Legends Angel. When you have a character in flight, if it doesn't fly, and he comes with a stand.
Exactly. Like, dude, like honestly, while we were doing this, he doesn't fly either. I've got Cyclops mid-run.
That's a damn awesome pose.
Right? Thank you.
That's a cool pose using the stand. Yeah.
I mean, just boom. Like, it's
nice work.
I mean, it's something that, well, you know, I know why, you know, like you know, these are
why?
You know,
why
money. Why? I mean, and look, like I get that, you know, this is an $85, $95 figure, comes with a stand, but Marvel, if McFarlane can give us a flight stand for Superman for $25, Marvel Hasbro can too. Hasbro can give us a flight stand. This game was fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I that picture of him like throwing the cards, like that's just so good.
If I may, Bobby, can you show off that Mofex stand real quick? I want to make a point here. Right, it's 3 plastic rods, a plastic base, and screws. And I'm going to solo Bobby for a second because I want you to take a look at this stand. That stand is not expensive. You can buy action figure stands like that from Tamashi, from SH Figure Arts. Storm Collectibles does action figure stands like this. NECA does stands like this. Hasbro, I know you have the Hasbro Pulse stand. It came with the white suit MCU Black Widow. You can buy a 3-pack on Pulse. Start releasing that stand with more figures. With Angel, with Archangel, you re-release it. With any flyer you have, even with X-Men 97, if you bring that back, get them the stands, man.
Because I mean, I have Archangel, and if they re-release them, I'm not going to get a note because this one has meaning to me. But I had him. I had Nightcrawler on the flight stand. I have Miles on a nice flight stand. I've got Gwen on a flight stand. Like, there were so many figures you can throw in a flight stand and just have them jumping, and it's amazing looking.
Marvel Select does flight stands.
Yeah.
So
cool. All right, I'm gonna pull up a comment, and then we're gonna get into my number 3 and Specs number 3. But Tony's Figs and Baldylocks Reviews, you're on the clock. You're on the clock, homies, because you couldn't be here tonight. What is your favorite pick for number 1 fig? Now, we haven't gotten to our number 1s, but this will give Tony and Zen time to come up with their number 1, and then we'll post those comments around the time that we have our number 1. Okay, cool. I don't know if they heard that or not. Hopefully they did. All right, number 3. Oop, gotta do that first. Ooh. Here we go. It's Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom. Mezco Dr. Doom. Spec. You and I can have this conversation. You didn't make your list. I'm pretty shocked by that, but
I don't own him.
Oh, yeah. That's another thing. We never said it. We couldn't put it on the list if we didn't have it. We didn't necessarily need to have the toy physically in our hands. This one is in a cabinet up in my room because it's that damn good, but it made my number 3 list, man. But you can still talk about it. What do you like about it?
I like the depiction. It seems like a very loyal depiction from the Dr. Doom I knew growing up. I like that it has real die-cast metal pieces, if I remember correctly. I like the different face plates. I like the scarred face option that's underneath. I like the use of the cloth on this one. mesh. This is the perfect figure for that, right? This is a good translation of soft goods with a plastic figure. I know that there have been some complaints that because of the armor, some of the articulation is a little bit more limited, but I mean, it kind of makes
Does Doctor
sense.
Doom really need to be that articulated though? It's like he's only
Right.
gonna do kind of like
Ooh.
he's a leader. He doesn't need to do like crazy Spider-Man, Daredevil, Black Widow type stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like,
I'm
if he
totally cool with like
ever-
what you got there. Yeah.
If he ever hits like one of those crazy Mezco deal prices, like the Destros or the whatever, I would pick him up in a heartbeat.
To me, he's a banger. He's a little pricier because he's got that, you know, that utility vest there. You fight Galactus with it. So it lights up, it's nice. It's got a million accessories, the multiple plates, and then he also has a great, I don't have the picture here, but a great Victor sculpt that
Yes.
came with him as well. And the soft goods is really nice. See, when it like this certain figures, I was like, I don't care about articulation for certain figures. I said that about Anubis and Bastet and my figure Obscura, and they actually had tremendous single joint articulation, which is like that's what blew me away on those figures. Now this just doesn't have that, but it's like it's Doctor Doom. It's not Iron Man. Like Iron Man, you want articulated, but Doctor is certain ones I give it away with. But I reviewed this in a mini review in a ranking video I did back in January. So I did a deep dive on this. So that's why I'm going to save time and move on. But it definitely made my top 3. But, you know, I like what we do, and I allow our guys to do ties when they want. We have a few ties, and I got a tie as well with David Speck for number 3 because I reviewed this guy and I gave him almost a 9 out of 10, and Speck's got him right here. Oh, I was going.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good, bro. But yeah, it's I didn't expect to love this figure as much as I did because we already got classified figures that are great. But Spec, talk to me, man.
I mean, it's a fantastic figure. I like the classified versions. I never loved them the way that a lot of other people seem to really love them. The retro version is great, but then when you put the retro version next to this, you start seeing things and you're just like, oh, I don't really like that, or oh, that's This is another figure where again I feel like the cloth goods work and are done very well. It's very form fitting. It's not super loose and baggy and odd looking. He comes with a metric crap ton of weapons and has storage for most of it. He's got 3 different heads. He's got some of the, I know somebody had pointed out another Mezco figure that I don't have. He has some of the best Mezco ankle rocker articulation that I've seen, because while I do like Mezco, their ankle articulation tends to suck.
Well, I'll ask you this. Well, how do you feel about the Tommy Arashikage sculpt? I know when we saw the renders, it wasn't that good, but in hand.
I was going to say that's probably my biggest criticism for this figure. It's a Mezco head. It looks like Mezco designed it. It's not terrible. It's not as good as I had hoped it would be. I don't hate it, but I'm not loving it like I had wanted. Like if it had turned out as good as I wanted it to be, that would actually be the head that I have. Thank you, Shark. That I would have him wear all the time.
For sure. And yeah, the posability on this guy is a must, and they stepped up the articulation game, as you said, you know, with the ankle rocker and everything like that. So yeah, what I like about the figure in my review is that I like the black on the white. You know what I mean? The black guards, the black, shin guards and the forearm gauntlets and stuff. I like that addition. They Mezcified him up, so we're not just getting another OG classified looking guy.
It's great contrast. And then on my Instagram, when I did my pictures of him, I did a photo where I took all of his garb off, the knee pads, the belts, everything. And he still looks really cool, just in a white gi with boots and gloves and like nothing else. So I just, I thought they did a really, really great job with it. And it's been really hard to not just bite the bullet and grab Firefly, because I'm sure he's another great one.
Yeah, so just we gotta plug it. I'm probably gonna review this tomorrow. Not sure if it'll go up, maybe on the channel, but I got time tomorrow, so why not? All right, that was number 3. Tie number 3. I think we're at 2 now. We gotta get Bobby out of here, as we're almost at 2 hours. You good for 2 and 1? We're almost got
Yeah,
a little bit left. You good? Cool. All right, Vamp Spam boys, talk about it. It rocked the toy nation, especially the nation of GI Joe.
yeah. Real quick, look, I've got mine on the shelf. I've got a bunch of Joes on it. I've got Copperhead attacking it for some reason. It's absolutely fantastic, and I love it, and worth the price. And it's just stunning. It's just stunning. KJ's got us those 3D printed side doors. I've got that up with Chuckles checking out his watch, going, "Okay, guys, let's hop off the break and let's get to work." It's fucking good. It's just fucking good.
Mhm.
KJ,
Cool, I'll
what
go
you
with
got,
KJ.
buddy?
Very nice, very nice.
That was my number 5, right?
Yeah, I didn't get to the next picture yet. That's why.
Oh,
Because
sorry.
you're famous. You and Baldy are famous for this picture.
Well,
You're
Same, same.
famous.
Go back to KJ. Let KJ speak on it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I am right now in the middle process of gridironing my Vamp. Shout out to the 50 cal shotgun here. Shout out to the door gunner. All this stuff you can get from Gridiron. It's going on the Vamp. Shout out to Moody, who dropped off that Vamp for me. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. The roll
Gotcha.
case. Oh yeah. It's like, what else? What else we got here? I got the the GIU, the Gal minigun with the shield. That's going on there. You can swap with the 50 cal gun. What else is in here? So much stuff here. The rear gunner, that's going up on there. The jerry cans, all that. And the Vamp comes with great jerry cans. I'm going to do the gridiron, of course. Just goes on and on. Their 500th item, the Field Operator X, that's going on there. The bracket. I got to get the second one. Got one. I got to get the second one to go on the other side of the roll cage.
Oh my
It's
god! You
gonna
could have
be
bought like
a lot
2
of
more
fun.
Vamps with all that stuff.
Dude, just all I need is one, and it has to have all the right gear to it. So be on the lookout for that. Currently shooting that video, and it's going up for Joe June, as well as a lot of other Joe content on Black Genghis and Instagram and everything else. So great times. I'm having fun with this. Yeah.
Amazing. All right. First of all, looking forward to that video for sure,
Yes.
especially Yo Joe June themed will be lots of fun, and lots of Yo Joe June coverage coming to all the channels. Tony's Figs, Bally Locks Reviews, Black Genghis, and A Toy Kind of Mood. I can safely say those 4 channels are going to be loaded up, geared up, ready and cocked for Yo Joe June. And Spec, I guess, will let you take the next one.
Yeah.
And oh wait, hold up. Let me get you. All right, here we go. Go ahead.
Before we go into the Vamp, let's see if I can even get to it. I know that it didn't make our lists, but I do want to point out the HMS, which I think is also a fantastic.
It's amazing.
It's phenomenal.
So actually, Spec, I love that you brought that up because the HMS, I reviewed it higher. The Vamp is more mainline, more of a mainstream thing. Like more people are going to be more into that. But I had a lot of issues with it when I reviewed it. I still gave it a 4 out of 5, but I had all kind of different, like there was just maybe a lot of QC problems or whatever. I have to go back. It's been months, but HMS I just like better. Of course, I like Clutch better than a repaint of a Techno Viper, but
Yeah.
that said, I thought the HMS did its job. But then again, you have to have the hiss tank really to care about the HMS, right?
Well,
So that's kind of why I didn't
comes out.
What's up?
I said, or when the Stinger comes out.
Right, exactly. But yeah, going back to this, go ahead, go back to the Vamp spam thing, because that was the thing that really, like, man, that really Yeah, rock the Joe community.
You can thank Baldy for that one.
Yeah.
No, I think Clutch is a fantastic figure. He's a lot of fun. They did a really great job with the tattoos, and I thought the Vamp was a knockout of the park. Right, a working shifter, working suspension, seats 2 Joes, is pretty faithful to the original vehicle. I mean, there's stuff I would love to see on it that's not on it, but then the price would go up. Like, it'd be really awesome if those floodlights were actually like little LEDs and worked, or if the headlights were clear plastic so that you could do whatever. But I mean, like, I'm thrilled with what we got, and I think it's just fantastic. And then, like, I mean, I wish I was flush with cash, because I would love to have a second one that I could do the gridiron stuff with, so that I could have one that's classic and then one that's just modded up to the gills. Because the stuff that gridiron did is crazy.
Yeah.
I love the gunner door and the driver's side with the chain. Like, the roll cage is freaking brilliant, and I really like the Pelican case set that they just came out with, and then the way they designed everything to clip into the roll cage, and like, just smart stuff.
Yeah.
All I gotta say is KJ 238. Someone got a raise. 238, bro. He's muted.
Muted.
Again.
Muted, buddy.
Muted.
No, I've been good. I've been paying bills. I've been paying back loans, paying off credit cards. Got my credit score up.
I didn't mean to get personal. I'm just saying, wow, 238's a fuck ton of money. But
Look,
Bobby,
wow.
that
So here's
deserves a
the-
golf clap.
But you get what you pay for. Hold on a second. Just give me, Bobby, give me 1 minute. 1 minute of your time, buddy. All right. I was saving this shit for my channel, but I will open up this real quick because I want to show you. There's a working pocket knife in
The
this
shit?
field opera. Yeah. So, and I'm just showing that off right now. So this comes with the bracket. Really quick. This is a long. All right, here it goes.
A lot of
this
plastic.
comes with the bracket that you can clip onto the roll cage, right?
Damn.
You clip this off. The Pelican cases that Gridiron do are fantastic. Like, even just the articulation on these cases.
My bad.
But you open this up. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at the round. It even comes with a shotgun shell with an adapter, so you can put a shotgun shell in the adapter in the grenade launcher on the underbarrel. The this underbarrel GL moves, so you can actually put grenade rounds in it, so it moves. The only other people doing this are Mezco and Milliworks, and this pretty much makes it like untouchable. Like, Gridiron, no one's doing it better. No one's getting this stuff faster. Here's the magazine. You can even see the round in the magazine.
Show
It's
us the
amazing.
pocket knife. Show us the pocket knife.
Yeah. I'm getting to it. So here's the pocket knife.
We got you. It came in clear.
Look at that shit. Look at that shit.
Jesus.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Hold on a second.
Oh my goodness.
So here's John Wick. I gotta give him this pocket knife.
I feel this right here. I have a job and I still didn't buy all that stuff. I'm just scared.
Oh, no. Holy shit.
So here's John Wick with his pocket knife. Come on. You feel lucky? You feel lucky against John Wick with this knife? Come on, bring it. Bring it. Yeah.
Lucky with John Wick with the pocket
You-
knife handle.
You get what you pay for with Gridiron. Like,
Sure.
just the photos that you can see on Toy Optics on Instagram, like with this kind of stuff. So yeah, you get what you pay for. Shout out to Gridiron. Shout out to Mark Van Cannon
Oh yeah.
and the boys. Shout out to Sandy, whom I adore.
Cool.
It's great. I should have saved this for my channel. I shouldn't have put this on. This
You're good.
was exclusive.
Well, we're hitting overtime for Bobby, so let's fly into number 2. We have a shared choice right here.
Yes.
You and I, buddy, you got your honorable mention that
Yeah.
you've been very quiet on it. We've been talking about, people have brought up Duke and you kept your lips sealed and we saved it for a good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had Scarlet as an honorable mention, but
Yeah.
you had Duke as an honorable mention too. But go ahead, talk about Duke.
Look, I mean, this is like we said, like KJ and I said about Scarlet. This Duke should have been the Duke we got at the beginning. I understand why they're probably saving him. You know, oh, we'll do the classics later. But this Duke is what everyone knows and loves.
The Duke.
This is the Duke. Yes, this is Duke. This is, and you know, shout out to Skybound for that amazing Duke series where we get like, you know, a rough and tumble Duke. This Duke is fantastic, and I don't want to open up the packaging because I love here. I can grab Duke easier than freaking Scarlet. I love this G.I. Joe packaging. This for me is G.I. Joe like at its purest.
We have
like,
to double up.
Yeah, right. Jesus.
Like to buy two. I bought two of every retro because I just had to with the card back.
Yeah, you're not married, so you can do that. If these go on sale, then yes, I will double.
Yeah.
double
Well, that's the thing. So like that. So for instance, I love that you brought it up. We got Beachhead, Snow Serpent, and the Eel coming out Friday. And I originally bought two of each, but then I was like, no, Target's gonna have them on sale later. Especially those will be easier to get than Scarlet and Duke, in my opinion. Not as easy as Recondo, but they'll be easier to get. And I was like, no, I'll do the one for the, you know, to open up. It's going to be difficult opening it up and seeing how beautiful it looks, but then I'll run to Target or Walmart or whatever and grab the retro card later on. You know,
yeah. So I've got I
Yeah.
got the Snake Eyes when they had like the Shetty card back. And I've got Duke and I've got Scarlet. So I have my like holy trinity of G.I. Joe figures in the retro. Like I'm good. I do have Beachhead coming in because it looks really, really badass.
Oh, we're in trouble, Bobby. Diana said not number one. Man, it was so close. It was so close. If it was a G.I. Joe list, it'd be number one, but this is a toy in general.
And this took a long time. This is classified as 4 years old. It's been 4 years.
Yeah.
It took 4 years to get this Duke and this Scarlet. So it's gonna crimp it a bit.
Yes. Just a bit.
Yep, got you. And then I just want to address this. Gridiron will not be at JoeFest. They've announced that they're not going to JoeFest. They were, but they're not. Yep. So, but we are. We'll be there. So, yeah. Are we good on Duke? Can we move on so we can get you out of here, Bob? Cool. So that was our number 2 choice and your honorable mention. So that's my number 2, Duke. My favorite classified of the year. So there you go. I did a ranking video. Go check it out for more. And there's a look. I did a comparison.
Like, the new Duke just looks. And I get that, you know, when you're doing, you know, a first wave of figures, they won't look the best. I get that, but sweet Jeebus, like the retro just looks so much better.
And I'm with you, War Chest. I absolutely am with you right now. I mean, hopefully someday I can do that, but and then the Duke is the best now. Yeah, I think we talked about this 2 weeks ago. Yes, 2 weeks ago we talked about Energon Universe, and Duke would be at a top of our list with Cobra Commander. Okay, we got to move on.
Just give me another
and
sub
number
line
2.
to spend all my money on.
There you go. Spec, we'll stay with you here because we got a pair of AMK Pro Series type things with YOLO toys. So, you got them in here.
Yeah, you got the YOLO Park. Backwards. The YOLO Park G1 AMK Pro Megatron, which is just freaking full of G1 goodness. And I mean, everybody says it. I don't need to repeat it. You know, it's a quote unquote model kit. It is a action figure it's a Build-A-Figure is what it is. And it's just got fantastic articulation and accessories to the gills and swap outable chest plates, and this chest plate is die cast, and you know it's just very true to G1 and the cartoon. And I have Optimus Prime coming, so I'm excited to get him in hand. Turn that off. And you know, the light up eyes, and he's got a light up fusion cannon, but I don't have the right batteries for that at the moment. Just great cartoon accurate detail. And then basically the antithesis to that is the the Bumblebee movie concept Megatron, which I'm not like the biggest collector of the Bayverse Transformers. I have a couple that I've typically gotten on sale or that I thought looked cool, like the Soundwave. And this, you know, he wasn't in the movies, but I guess this was concept art if he did show up or was going to show up. And he's just a great G1 style interpretation. He's a beefy figure, super detailed. You know it's Megatron right off the bat, right?
Mhm.
You know, he may not look like the cartoon, but it's a more, I quote unquote, realistic version. Really articulated, really great details. I think it's a knockout of the park, and it's just a really solid figure.
They're pretty great. So that was your tie for number 2. And then sticking with the same brand, we have right here. We got a Optimus Prime. I think KJ sent me about 5,000 pictures for this, but we got to let Bobby go at some point.
Yeah.
Bobby must stay forever.
No. I'll be this.
Yeah.
I'll be real quick. This was a lot of fun. I still had to save this for Black Genghis, but I will say that yes, it's very much a model kit.
Holy shit!
Like you do have to put this together. It is a build-a-figure.
Like Gundam.
It's gonna be but it's gonna be Gundam's a bit more intense, but yeah, it's
way
it's
more intense. Do you have to like paste anything or use glue or anything like that?
No, it snaps in. Yeah,
it's all snap.
Okay.
Robo has a good video currently. KJ's video will be just as awesome or better.
It'll be a lot of fun. I do have to give a special shout out to the 3.0 MDLX Optimus as well. So I will be comparing these two Optimus once I build this. So it's a fun time to be a Transformers fan. Basically.
Yeah, I will say that the Optimus Prime has more pieces than the Megatron does.
Yeah,
in terms of like snapping stuff together.
And the Megatron was about what, 5 pieces?
A little more than that, but
all right, yeah.
But yeah. It was basically like Megatron's a great first swing, and then it seems like they went back and figured out some things to fix or things to improve upon, and then did that with Optimus. And I'm taking those words from Robo. So Thief.
So these don't transform, right?
These are non-transforming Transformers.
Okay, so that should answer your question, Stanley. Quick random question. What's Bobby's channel, Bobby?
It's gonna be actually I'm gonna do this real quick. Now this is just, by all means, please be kind. This is right now. This is the YouTube channel. It's basically my old. I'm co-opting my old YouTube channel because I have a bunch of really cool interviews on there. So there you go. It's I'll update it and make it look pretty. But by all means, go follow me out here. And yeah, it's pretty.
Are you presenting something? We don't see it on the screen. Are you showing something?
It's in the chat.
Oh, it's in the chat. I got you.
Okay. I still have to work on like the name and everything and get that. Yeah, but there it is.
Yeah, if you know how like ours is youtube.com at a toy kind of mood, you could do at Geek
I should have. Hold on, let me see here.
Yeah. Just to make life easier rather than all those UGs. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Give me one
bar, fuck the world. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just.
I picked up while you do that. I picked up all the new 86 Transformers dinos. Just need Gridlock and Swoop. Good luck.
Yes.
Well, Grimlock is supposedly getting a re-release.
Yes.
And I'm not talking about the comic book version. I'm talking about supposedly
86.
next year he's getting an 86 re-release.
Ken Best, what do these run? He's talking about the YOLO Park Transformers. I feel another dopamine addiction coming
60 to 70 bucks each.
Yeah.
There you go. Cool. Awesome. Yep. Oh yeah, right here. You put it in the chat.
There.
Cool. All right, awesome. And then War Chest, I'll definitely have more info on the video as I review for sure. Subscribe now. Thanks.
While you're subscribing, don't forget to like this.
Thank you so much. I had no idea KJ had a channel too. Yes, Black Genghis. Too. So for some reason,
Yes,
it's
yes.
not showing our handles. Is it? Why is it not showing our handles on the screen? Is it because like on our left corner, or is it because I have a comment up? Oh, that's
Yeah.
why.
Okay. Yeah. There you
Oh,
go.
there you go. Oh, I was like, I never noticed that before.
Yeah.
When you do that. Okay. So most of the time we'll have our social media handles and our YouTube channel and stuff as our nickname, except Bobby wanted to be cute today because he's the hostess
I'm
with
always
co-host.
must be real here.
Yes, always cute. Subscribe. You get a lot of people subscribing. Subscribe to Tony's Figs. Subscribe to Baldy Locks reviews _reviews. Subscribe to Black Genghis and subscribe to Geeks Have Game.
Yes.
Done.
And follow at
Don't
Toy
subscribe to a toy kind of mood. Just unsubscribe. All right, cool. All right, let's move on. We got to get Bobby the hell out of here.
Before we go number one, hold on 1 second.
Yep.
2 things real quick. Hey,
Yes.
Baldylocks gave us his number 1, and I have it in hand. So for Baldylocks, here you go, buddy. His number 1 is the X-Men 97 Wolverine.
Look at this. We got the comment. I saved it.
Yeah.
There you go.
We really need a
Frank
soundboard for applause.
We do need to start doing cute stuff like that. I've done it in the videos. We need to start doing
Yeah.
it live.
I found
There's
it,
so
I
many
found it.
toys-
Fucking Moody. Travis fucking Moody. Travis
never mind.
fucking Moody.
There we
No,
go. All right.
that was the wrong one.
Yeah.
Look,
right.
I will eventually get this signed by Cal Dodd. He's coming to Houston at the end of the year, and I will get this signed by Cal Dodd. Also, if you're not reading it, X-Men 97 is a really good, fun comic book read.
Yeah.
Number 2, after friend of the show, Michael Vlad has books out.
Ooh.
Yeah, I gotta. Vlad is such a wonderful dude. I have to give him a little shout out. This is an adorable Vlad. I love how Vlad looks like this, like heavy metal dude, and then you read his books, and he's just like the sweetest. Like it's just like all the love and like sweet. It just pours out into his books with him and his wife Gabby. They're the sweetest, cutest couple. But he did this for me, and
Sweet.
Cap is a top 5 character of mine that I love. And he was like, sorry for the over inking. I'm like, this is amazing. Like, don't apologize. Like, this looks amazing. Like, he did an amazing job. And Vlad, I love you. And yeah, go support
Michael
the
Vlad.
Ivory Bunny. There we go. All right. My number 1 pick.
Your number 1. Are we letting you go after your number 1? We will.
Yes.
We'll talk about our number 1s after we let you go. So that's what we're gonna do. So go ahead, you finish up your number 1 and we'll do ours.
Boom. Look, this came out in January, February. I'd been wanting this for forever, but Trav, as you saw with the Cyclops, they are expensive. This one fast, like holy shit, fast. So I mean, you look at boom again, flight stand, and Batman needs a flight stand because I've got him jumping off a roof and shooting his grappling gun and got his cape flowing. Absolutely just a fantastic figure. He goes great with my Nightwing. That was my number 1. I think
Honorable
Nightwing was
mention.
number 1.
Oh yeah, number 1 last year.
Number 1 last
Love
year.
that
Yeah.
grapple effect. That is so great.
Oh, and the cool thing is when they actually have like different lengths, kind of like the Doc Ock Mezco. So you can have him like just shooting out, going all the way. And I've got this up there by the Batman 608 Hush, jumping. I mean, this figure, it's just it's there we go. It is so freaking good.
It's when you
And,
take the Viagra. It's 30 minutes after you take the Viagra. It's 1 hour after you take the Viagra.
Exactly. It's like when you have hymns, boom. Like it's just, and this is why I love Mafex, and yeah, like I know they did the Mezco one of this, and I saw it. I'm like, it's cool, but this just looks so good. I've got the grimace, like the grimacing look. It's just like it's just so cool. I've got him. I actually need to put him next to Nightwing. Just I have Nightwing like throwing his baton up. It's just a great figure, and and yeah, it's just I was going like and I'm probably done with Mafex for the year, unless I can find that Wolverine Mafex for quasi cheap. But it's just yeah, Shark. It's just literally off the hook. Yeah, guys. I mean, it's just so amazing that God, I actually haven't taken him out of this pose because like, I don't want to take him out of this pose. Like, why would I?
Yeah, it's great.
Like, yeah, like it's just there we go. I'll do that one. Where it's
Well,
like,
if the pose persists for more than 4 hours, you need to call a doctor.
it's persisted for 4 months now. So, like it's just and the cape quality is fantastic. Like it's just flowy. It's fantastic. Like it's like I don't have enough good things to say about Mafex, and I've got again like they've got the wired cape clothing, the soft goods. It's just I mean the only one like my Cyclops doesn't have soft goods. It's all right, doesn't matter. It's just this is and more than likely this will stay number one throughout the year. I won't lie. Cloth goods are undefeated. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good cloth goods are undefeated.
Well, Bobby, you hung out with us for more than 25 minutes, close to a half an hour over time, past your bedtime. So I
Yes.
appreciate that.
All right, guys. I gotta bounce. It's 11:30 my time, and I've got a wife who's like, it's bedtime. So peace out, y'all. I will see everyone in the toy aisle, and hopefully soon in the comic book aisle. Peace, y'all.
Ooh, love that. Yeah, zinger. Cool. All right. Number one was sticking with Mafex, and it's KJ.
Yeah.
Robocop.
I've been searching my apartment. So I think I put this in storage. I have a storage unit. So sometimes I have to like just clear space because I wanted this in hand for the show. But if you remember a couple of months ago, I opened this up on Toy Kind of Mood, and I basically spent the rest of the episode playing with this. And
Yeah,
this
you
is
did.
an issue. Huh?
Took over.
I don't remember that at all.
But yeah, I love this. This is a perfect action figure, and Mafex, they have a knack for doing that. The Gambit, the Batman you just saw, the Michael Jordan they have in this. So you can swap out the breastplate with the body damage, and even the head sculpt has body damage. It has the Barrett rifle with blast effects. The Auto 9 pistol you can put into the thigh holster. No, excuse me. There's another RoboCop that comes with the Barrett. I have that one too. But this one's my pick for number one. I had it on my desk for the longest time. Then I put it up, and I guess I dropped it off in storage to make space while I put my room together. But yeah, this I can't say enough about this. I love this Mafex RoboCop. I'm head over heels. Once again, this is a reissue that came out this year. You can try to get the original Mafex RoboCop, but good luck. So I was really glad that this one came back out and able to add this to the collection. It's my number one so far.
And now you got to get this to go with it.
You know, with the NECA figures, like that's basically a horror movie figure, basically. So and plus it would be out of scale. So
yeah, but you could cheat that. You put him a little further in the background. You put RoboCop more in the front.
Yeah. Bro, RoboCop kind of messed me up as a kid when I saw that because it was the first movie to like really show how subtractive and horrific that violence actually is. It wasn't fun action movie violence. It wasn't Schwarzenegger, Commando, shoot 'em up violence. It was low. This is what a bullet does to a human body. So when you go through that journey with Alex Murphy and him, being resurrected essentially and getting his revenge on Boddicker's gang and OCP, it feels so good to watch that movie. You can watch that movie right now. And it's like you can probably get the director's cut where you see just how they slaughter that dude.
Yeah,
and RoboCop 2. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like the pure satire of it that people still don't seem to understand.
Yeah.
And it got
I
cut.
guess we're moving
I've
on.
worked,
but
I've worked with 3 actors from RoboCop. I've worked with Peter Weller. I worked with oh my god, my brain just froze. But the guy that played Red on 70 Show, the main bad guy.
yeah, Clarence Boddicker. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, his real name is escaping me. And Paul McCrane, who is now a director, who was on Fame, and then he was the melty slime guy that gets hit by the car.
Kurtwood Smith.
Kurtwood Smith. But then we all know the melting guy after he gets hit with the waist, and he gets. So
Yeah,
I've gotten to work with
yeah,
those 3 guys. Numero uno.
I guess Travis wants us to talk about your number 1.
It's subtle. He's giving us subtle hints.
It's only because I saved some stuff for after these number ones, and if we don't move on, it's going to be like a 3.5 hour show. Yeah. But no, we're doing
I never had to worry about this on my solo channel, so this so don't ask why.
Don't shows are like an hour and a half long. Our show always goes 3 hours long. But you're very concise on your show. You do a great job.
Yeah, man, I'll kill a no filler, but it's all good.
Yeah. We have nothing but filler, so hang out and get fat. So, all right, Spec, it's your turn to talk TMNT Mezco. It's your number 1 choice because it's also my number 1 choice. We have a tie for number 1. So go ahead, I'll let you take the reins on this.
I'd been super excited to get these. We all know they were supposed to come out last year. This was number 1. I think you're number 1 as well when we did our like top anticipated releases for the end of 2023. 100%. Obviously, they did not come out. I had it ordered at Entertainment Earth. I kept seeing everybody get theirs, and I just kept getting more and more excited by seeing like all the details and the articulation and the accessories. And then another internet site said that they had them and they were going to ship them, so I ordered that and I canceled Entertainment Earth. And then it just wasn't shipping, and I got very lucky, and in one of those moments where Entertainment Earth, goes in and out of stock as people cancel, and it's like up for a split second and gone for a split second, I put in a second order with Entertainment Earth, and it's a good thing because then that one shipped, and then it turned out that Mezco wasn't able to fulfill their orders to this other toy store, but they were very cool about it. One Stop Toy Shop, they gave me they just PayPal'd me straight up $50 for the inconvenience of the whole thing. I didn't complain once. I just sent nice inquiries like, hey, I'm just curious. And they were extremely apologetic, and they made that offer, and it was way above and beyond anything that any retailer would have to do. So very cool shout out to that store. Even though I was never able to get said set from them, they went above and beyond in making it right. But
nice.
Yeah, it's just everybody and their mother has gone on about these.
Right.
You've seen all the reviews. If you were like,
actually, I'm gonna cut you off there
sure.
because the newer Mezco Ninja Turtles, the animated ones, mine just shipped. So I know KJ was like really pushing me to do a turtle, Mezco turtle. I think there was some comments, people wanted to see it, but I was busy. But now I have some time. I'm going to do a review comparing the two. Now it might be obvious in pictures, but I'm going to have them both in hand. I haven't reviewed the turtles yet, so this gives me an opportunity to review the Mezco turtles, which are my number 1. Just looking at them, just looking at pictures, they're my number 1. I'm not going to lie. Just looking at, I've opened them already and looked in the box and messed around with a few, but just by far the best toy. But now I got these like really crazy ones, and I want to do a comparison, so I'll be able to review both at the same time. So that should, as soon as I get it, I mean, Mezco is ships out of New York, so unfortunately it'll probably take a few days, but when I get it, I'll post it as soon as I can and do a review of that one, but also compare it to these originals. So I'm gonna save my deep thoughts on my number 1 choice in that review to save time. I'm gonna do it's gonna probably be a 30+ minute, 40-minute video anyway. So why am I gonna go on and on about pictures? But one thing I do want to shout out is I got a lot of these images from the Mezco Fan Feature Friday. So shout out to, I don't know which pictures which, I didn't put them there, but there's 3 pictures. There's I believe like the bottom right is jshot_820 and the top right is no.chewing. And then Ken Wick, WIC, Ken WIC Pix_toys is the one on the left. And then on here, on the picture on the right is Machu U Toy. I could have these all wrong, but I want to shout these guys out anyway. They're part of that Fan Feature Friday. And then the guy on the left, I don't know who that is.
Some up and comer, some new guy.
Yeah, some up and comer, but that's your image spec. So I'll let you talk about your amazing photography. Like they're looking up into the sewer edge kind of thing, or what is this? What's this about?
It's my take on the opening credits of the original cartoon.
Nice.
When the roof of the party wagon opens up and they all look out before they jump up. Mm-hmm. So the interior of the NECA party wagon is a little more cramped, so I wasn't able to get them spaced out, but I did try and pose them as faithfully as I could. I did notice some areas where I could have probably done slightly better. And then everybody keeps asking me if their necks really look up like that. And the answer is no, I cheated, as any good photographer would do. But it was a fun photo that I'd been wanting to do for a while, and I was finally able to do it. And I think people enjoyed it, so I was thankful for that. But yeah, I want to do more photos with these guys. I can't get over just like how good they are. Yep. The detail, the articulation, the accessories, the expressions with the different heads, and the personalities. Like these are just a knockout of the park. And I'll be very interested and or shocked to see if there is any other figure that comes out by the end of this year that takes their place.
Same. You said it well enough. Just to do a quick summary, Bobby had 1 through 5, Mafex Batman, Vamp, Classified Vamp, Mafex Gambit, Masterverse Snout Spout at 4, and number 5, Mafex Cyclops. KJ had Mafex Robocop Renewal, number 225. He also had Vamp and Clutch at number 2. Number 3 was his Masterverse. Origin Cyclone. Number 4 was his Motu Ninja Turtle, Turtles of the Grayskull Mousejaw. Number 5, YOLO Park Prime Model Kit. Spec had obviously Mezco TMNT at number 1. 2, the tie, the YOLO Park Megatrons, both movie and the G1 concept. And then Mezco Storm Shadow at 3, Jada Toys and Bison at 4, Vamp and Clutch at 5. And yours truly had TMNT Mezco number 1, Classified Duke, had to have a classified figure in the top 5, Classified Duke. Number 3 was a Mezco tie with Dr. Doom and Storm Shadow. Number 4, Glavis Ringworld Mandalorian the Black Series. And number 5, go see the review on a Toy Kind of Mood after this, Figura Obscura from 4 Horsemen, Anubis and Bestet. So that was our top 5. And
quick
as
correction,
promised,
Travis, sorry. The movie concept Megatron is Hasbro.
Oh, okay. Well, either
Hasbro
way,
or 3-0.
Hasbro.
Okay.
It's fully it's a triple changer.
Nice. It has a secret gun mode too, right?
I don't know. I'll have to.
Google it. I think it turns into a gun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotcha. Cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our top 5 figures of the year so far, but we got some military toy news, Joe news, like we like. I agree. The pizza is awesome. Now I want pizza. Thanks. I'm eating peanut butter pretzel chips because my dinner wasn't enough. So this was mentioned in the chat earlier. Someone had mentioned it, but Monster Force, we got a new one. Let's see where freaking notes. I don't even have the name of this thing. All right, here we go. The Sleeper Crimson Moon Division fig. And we got a couple shots of, and I believe Gridiron Studios, our friends, are doing the arms for this, right, KJ? They're doing all the artillery.
They're doing the designs, right?
Yeah. Munitions from Gridiron Studios. I have it on Big Bad Toy Stores, so just let me know when you're ready.
Cool. Yeah, you could pull it up whenever you want. So
all right. Boom. Look at that. So great.
I'll keep saying it. This is the greatest toy line yet to exist.
Yeah.
And as cool as it is, I'm not touching it with the 10-foot pole, even though I really, really, really want to.
Yeah.
Although they were smart and they've kind of done winky faces because like I've made comments on their Instagram, but like the general who, generic green military uniform with the jugglers from G.I. Joe. You buy 4 of those, you have the jugglers from G.I. Joe, and like
All right, let's answer this question. Is Monster Force from Frank? Is Monster Force shipping yet, or still a 25 pre-order at this point? Who knows?
They're saying soon. They're saying summer, I think, because the Dracula was in-hand images on their Instagram, and I believe this Crimson figure or final like painted whatever in-hand images. So they're getting close. They're
Oh, this is hilarious. Does that mean the figure's $24 and the guns are 35? Hey, that's comes with the territory. Vamp's #1 for GI Bro. I think the Vamp is going to be #1 for a lot of people. We're going to talk about classified in a sec, so hang out. I hate you, Justin. I don't know you, but I hate you because now I fucking want this. Homemade Texas cheese fries. My God, where's Bobby? Maybe Bobby went to go cook some before bed.
But man, just go to the store, buy some Texas fries, those big old Texas fries, get some cheese whiz.
Ooh,
Chop up some chives, chop up some green onions, and sprinkle them on top.
I like it, man. Wow, that's a good weekend recipe. All
Chili
right, cool.
cheese,
So that's
sour cream. Yeah.
well, I'll ask you guys. Are we buying these? Are we waiting and seeing for reviews? How are we feeling about OPMF?
I trust Gridiron. Big Bad, as far as I'm concerned, has a better track record than a lot of other companies that were releasing figures. So there are definitely great figures that will go well with your mythic legions, with monsters, creatures, or it'll go great with classified Joes. It's the best of both worlds. I'm in, definitely getting that general, definitely getting some troopers, and we'll just take it from there.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Seems like some people are hit and miss. Some people are going to hold out. Some people, Tony said these heroes still at it. Tony, we need to know what your #1, you might have been working, what your #1 figure of the year so far. It doesn't have to be G.I. Joe. It could be anything. Because Baldy said his was X-Men 97 Marvel Legends Wolverine. All right, moving on. We want to give a shout to, oh, hold on. We got a comment here. They mentioned they might raise the price when they go in stock. Okay, that's pretty key. So you might want to pre-order. They're already at $37. So
yeah,
that's why people are going to comment like this, because you're $25, you get a lot with classified and getting a little more for $11, $12 more, and then they're going to go up.
But I want to point out, I know the 3 of us here don't mess with it, but aren't the Valaverse figures kind of in like the $35 price range for certain? So if you weigh the 2 of them and you see what you're getting with the Monster Force stuff, I feel like you're getting way more because there's sort of Mythic Legion in a sense of like 2 heads per figure, so you can make more than 1 figure out of whatever. It's a higher end line for a collector that's into that. And because I think I calculated it out. If you did a pre-order on the entire first wave,
p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Travis Moody, you're a fucking dickhead.
Because we're talking about Valaverse, so we had to put it.
It's like $740 to get the whole first wave if you just get 1 of each. That's not a small chunk of change.
There you go. Now some people are going to pre-order it, even though there's comments. All right, cool. Let's get to our next subject anyway. So G.I. Joe Classified Series Naugahyde review. I think Adam went to bed or went to work. I don't know what time. What time is it in Australia anyway? Go subscribe to Shark Eyes Toy View. He's one of the good guys in the community, so he deserves to get these early. Doesn't deserve them more than me or a Toy Kind of Mood, but he's a great guy. Love you, Adam. You're a great guy, great part of the community. We will have Adam as a guest next month for sure during Yo Joe June. But go ahead, boys. Let's talk about this Naugahyde.
some great reviews, by the way. He's got Jinx. He's got the Retro Beachhead. Definitely check out that channel. Check out all those. But that Naga hide, man, I missed it at $25. I'll keep my mouth shut about that. I missed out on a lot of deals and sales. So congrats to
still
those who
watching.
were able to get it at that price.
Yeah, he's still watching. Not
Oh,
dog.
there
I'm on
he
the
is.
couch. Yeah, there we go. So
I mean, I
Uh,
want it. I can't wait to get it. I loved the original Naga hide as a kid. Give me.
it's tomorrow there. That's right. Bless you, brother. Looking forward to it. Yeah. So I think we're gonna keep our guest list short because our focus is GI Joe and classified. So I think we got we got the arms and now we got Baldy Locks. So it's like we got Baldy Locks, Tony. Everyone here is a classified fan and knows their shit, especially
I'll
Black
call
Angus.
Tony.
Big.
Let's holler
Oh.
at Adam because
Yep.
yeah. Well, let's holler at Adam real quick, but we'll say.
Well, I'm saying we're gonna have Adam and we're gonna have Bobby B. Bobby B can't be at JoeFest, and he was gonna be on my panel at JoeFest. It's a punk kind of mood panel with Bobby B, and he can't be there. So we'll definitely get Bobby B's Battlegrounds and Shark Eye Toy View as guests in the coming weeks to come.
Hey.
So yeah.
Real quick, Tony posted he did a tie between Dalsim and the McFarlane Platinum Phoebe Cates Wonder Woman.
Very nice.
Nice. Did he miss my rant on the Jada thing? But yeah, good choices. I'm jealous about one of them. So, but anyway, yeah, these are more pictures from Adam. Took some nice photos there. Wow, the animals, right? Those are look at the paint bite from Tony, our guy Tony Calella.
Yeah.
Wow. Awesome stuff. And the scar we got in the head. This is really that's the money shot on the right. Good job, Adam.
And the snake tattoo on the scalp. I mean, so much great detail. Oh, I want this now.
The sling
So those guys, those are scars, not hair strands, right? They
Yeah.
look right. Yeah, okay.
I want to show my shirt real quick.
Dun, 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 dun,
All right, there you go.
Pork belly and is it YOLO?
What a great
Yoba.
Yeah.
Yoba.
Such a great set. It's going to be a great wave. Got to get them all. Got to get them now. I get why homies pay extra to get it fast. I get it.
I don't think anybody in the States has these because it's really hard to get them from Australia though. It takes forever. You're better off just waiting for, like, I don't know. Does anybody in the States have this Naga hide yet? I don't.
If anybody had it, it'd be Bobby B.
Yeah,
no, I think there's a guy on YouTube. His video looks strangely very similar, almost identical to Shark Eyes.
Oh, okay.
Just crops it out a little bit, and it has a weird Canadian accent.
Oh man, look at this dreadnought comb over sculpt. It's just the figure buck though. Let's knock it down some. Yeah, for sure. Kingpin comb over. Freaking awesome stuff. Another one that hit, thanks to our friend Chaz the Guru. He found this from the Darth Rogues gallery. This was also in the Land of the Oz. We got a figure that might be cracking a future top 5 lists, right? At least our GI Joe list. Lady Jinx, man. What do you guys think of this?
Home run, grand slam.
Hold on, let me do a share screen real quick, Moody. Once again, hollering at the homie Adam and his great review, giving that a like.
Oh, I didn't even know he did it. I didn't even know he did this. Oh, an hour ago. He posted this while we were live. No wonder nobody's watching anymore. Thanks, Adam.
Go straight to the Shark Guy Toy Views YouTube channel. Check out this amazing review. He goes in. I need it. I need it now. Oh, look at the posing. Look at the articulation. And dope tats, Adam. You got some dope tats going on, bro.
Remember our friends Larry and Bobby, they're like, oh, Thursday with a nemesis, but they're gonna have Adam on Thursday as their nemesis now. He's killing it, bro.
Look at the paint detail on the mask. Hey, listen, go.
Nice work.
You gotta go straight to Shark Eyes Toy View. Go subscribe. This needs to be at 1,000. Like in the next hour, that needs to be up to 1,000. I gotta watch
Oh,
this.
I
I
will.
gotta cue it all. That's great.
Look at those numbers. Wow.
good.
I haven't had numbers like that since we did the Hasbro interview. Good job, man.
I like this one.
Killing the
Look,
game.
man, it's all in good fun. It's all in
Oh,
good
we're
fun.
all buddies. Yeah, I give them.
Yeah.
I said because of Adam, Punk, Bobby, and I became Marvel Legends reviewers. Have you noticed our content lately on the channel? You got Bobby reviewing Deadpool. You got Larry reviewing Spider-Man, and what was the one he just did? He did
He did the Ramen Toys, the Ramen Racer.
yeah,
didn't he?
yeah. Ghost right. Yeah, that's a good shout. But he did another Marvel Legend one too. And then I think he did the Shield 3-pack, Bobby V. And then I did the Iron Man wave, the whole retro Iron Man wave. So we're just like, screw you, classified. You want to go down under? We're gonna trade brands. We're going in. But sticking with G.I. Joe, you got the whole shared screen, KJ. You want to pull up that Kickstarter for us?
Yeah. Give me a second.
Can you? Yeah. Let's talk about that $1 million compendium.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Is
I mean, here's the thing.
Diana
I'm
Davis still in the
putting my
chat?
money to. Yeah, go ahead, Spec.
I was just saying, is Diana Davis still in the chat?
Well, I saved a comment. Let's talk about it now. I don't even know what it replied to. Oh, we didn't expect to get $1,195,996 because that's whether the stretch goals open up so late. We planned it would take a few days. Yeah, but they didn't they didn't expect it to happen in 6 minutes, and they didn't expect to sell everything out, right? Because no one reads comics anymore.
Oh, sorry, Moody. The love for
No, I was just gonna say, no one reads comics anymore.
The love is real, and it's able to do this. Hasbro acts like they don't already have the media. They have decades of media. Decades. So for me, this is my HasLab. I'm just saving my money up. Like I said, I'm adulting and I have to save money. But I'm getting this. I missed out on the faceplate, on the nameplate, just like Moody said. But yeah, I need this for my bookshelf. And you get all these great items. I think it's worth the money. I get why people they're pressed for cash, for dough. Everything from milk to eggs and everything else is up. I get it. If you love this stuff, get what you love, honor what you love, make choices. You have to make choices. I spend a lot of time buying full waves of figs that I don't use, that I don't need. So shout out to Skybound, shout out to this compendium set and all the great choice picks that we talked about tonight on this episode, because it helps you focus and crystallize what your collection means to you, what it represents to you, so you don't really waste money on anything else. I get it. It's up there. I get it, dog. But if you want it, get that.
Nailed it. So let's talk to some people. I'd like to pull those up later, but did you guys fund this? In this group right here, us three, we did not fund it yet, right? No one, I don't think anybody from A Toy Kind of Mood did it yet.
I am going to fund it, but I have to get paid again first. I paid rent, I paid bills, I got to get paid. I have time, I will get it. I'm getting this.
I want to get this. I really want to get this, but as it's been said 110 times, and as other people know, like, the film industry is in the shitter right now. And I have 2 kids about to have a big life event in 2 weeks and other things. And so I'm starting to accrue a very small amount of debt. I typically live not in debt, and it's adult choices. It's what KJ said. So I'm, there's Yo Joe June coming up. We know that there's going to be a classified HasLab. So there's decisions that need to be made. I got 27 days. I might change my mind and still attempt to fund it. Or I don't want to do the PDF, but maybe I'll do the PDF version so that I at least have the collection, even if it's not physical. Or I may wait and I'll do the paperbacks, because I know you can pre-order the first compendium paperback on Amazon.
2 things, Spec. To your lovely twins, I want to say Mazel Tov.
Thank you.
And also, if you're going to spend money on the PDFs, sell some shit and get the full shebang. Sell some shit. and get it. Like, because anything else below that, I think is money down the drain. Just
and
double-
you could be very right, which is why I didn't jump on that, because I don't want to read PDFs of these comics. I want the paper. I want the
sell it.
tactile.
I had to sell. It was like the heartbreaking thing about selling grails. It makes it easier to sell grails. I've sold classifieds. I said I wasn't going to. I sold Mo2 Origins. I said I wasn't going to. Storm Collectibles. I sold Mofex. I sold Mezco. I had bills to pay, right? And then I got the stuff I really wanted to get, like all this gridiron shit for the van, and just skipped so many other things I didn't even try to get, right? So I don't know. It's like, it just, you have a North Star, but yours North Star is your family, the people you love, and the things that they need. I get it. You may not be able to get this. You got a lot of shit. Sell some shit. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I'm selling.
Right. So I want to bounce off that comment. So it's crazy because I feel like, yeah, whatever. I'll admit it. Like I'm always like, oh, come on. I'm always the one that's like, you're never going to be able to do this again. Get it. And here I am. It gets 1 million, funds 1 million plus almost 200,000. Almost every comment is they did it. And I'm just like, nah, because I woke up at 6. I woke up before 6. I had to leave around 6:05. So I was up at like 5:30, got on at 6, and there was so many tiers, so much information. Any Kickstarter, even if I know I'm in, like the Real American Hero Omnibus, the Art of Collecting G.I. Joe from Carson. Shout out to him. I know Carson ordered 2. He ordered the Megatron set, I guess, the one that the whatever it's called, the his tank set. Which one is that one? You can get the tiers. Can we see him again?
Yeah.
So anyway, he ordered both. But look, so that, I don't know what the thing is about being number 1. Like, I'm number 1, I'm number 2. It's like, I want to actually read what I'm buying, especially if it's over $400, right? Or $300. So I like saw all this information that KJ's scrolling down so fast, right? So it's like, there's a lot. And I was like, I can't do this now. I have to go to work. So I go to work. It's like an hour commute, get there, gone. That like the nameplate.
I'm telling you,
yep. Good.
Don't spend $120 on a digital PDF. I'm not going to tell y'all to download the PDF. Don't do that. All I'm saying is double this 120, add a little bit more, and just get the thing. If you want to get one edition, like, don't get the thing. Get the thing. You'll get the digital PDFs and you get the thing. Sell some stuff.
Yep.
There's some stuff that you don't really want. Don't buy that. I was a sneakerhead. I was a sneakerhead until I ran into Travis Moody. Then I linked up with Toy Kind of Mood, and I ain't bought sneakers like that since. All right.
Yeah.
So, like, sell some stuff.
Gotcha.
Travis, you still hit the sneaks sometimes, right?
Yeah, occasionally, but not as much. I have my eyes on like maybe 1 or 2 pairs a year now. So like, I actually bought a pair a couple weeks ago, and then thankfully Nike just lets you return shoes. I thought they were gonna be like, it was gonna be a hassle, and I just, like, as soon as I got it, I sent it back.
Hey,
so I'm being smarter about that. But this is the set. This is the set I wanted, because
talk
of
to
me
Diana.
is, I don't
Talk to them. Tell them to bring this back. 150. Look, there got to be a way to sweeten the pot. Talk to Hama. Get some more of these. Sorry, I meant Hama, not Hama. Like, we need some more of those. Like,
yeah.
There's
so,
money. Y'all sitting on money. Like, let's get some more of these.
So here's, all right. Let me get in there real quick. So there's 2 things. There's something about, I don't like, just me. It's the Leo in me. I don't like to pay the same as someone else and get less. It just bothers me. And it's only it's not like I'm getting, not getting a his tank less. It's a nameplate. It's signed. It's beautiful. It's something I would have right here, plaque, whatever, in the man cave. I'm not getting that, and I'm paying the same as someone else. Now I woke up early too, but unfortunately, circumstance, I had to go somewhere. And then now I'm like, man, I can't be harsh on people anymore, because I had to go to work, and I hadn't worked in however long. I was doing Uber Eats and side gigs, like Spec knows. We went through a strike. We went through COVID. We went through multiple changes in Hollywood. I was fortunate enough to get a gig
And here I am. I had a responsibility to do, and my responsibility was not to buy a compendium. It was to go to work. And so when I got to work, I was going to buy it, but I just was like, oh, I'm going to miss this thing. And I saw Larry say that I'm going to have to sign some more. So all I put was the comments, congrats, Larry. Amazing. Please sign some more. And I feel like a beggar, a peasant saying that because I didn't order it right away and I didn't want to be first. But I just think at this point they made so much money. Can we all get one now? I mean, or can they do how are we gonna make this work, Diana? You're right here. I know
that poor guy's arthritis or the issue he's having today, but
I know. I don't know. Look at this.
Yeah, the next show he's at, I will stand in line all damn day with that heavy ass fucking compendium, and I will get those volumes signed.
Those are hard to bring to Augusta.
Yeah, I would get the red and the blue, but I don't have it like that. I'm getting the blue one. I got to get that Mike Zeck cover. But damn,
let's be real, Diana. What are the odds? I don't know if he was joking or he said I'm gonna have to sign a few more. But how does that work? If he signs a few more, is it gonna go up again? Is that possible? What is?
Fairness has nothing to do with it. It's just who's lucky to get the second.
And absolutely, yeah, I don't want that. Like you said, with the art, all that stuff. I don't want him to go through all that for sure. I'd rather just pay the $300 and have him not sign it to go through it. But part of me had to wait. And also, I'm on a 3-week hiatus on my show, Personal Talk. Then I'm going to JoeFest after not working for 2.5-3 weeks. So this it's 300 plus. I want the Joe cards if I get the Cobra set, plus tax or shipping or whatever it is, 377. I'm like, I cannot do it right now. Can I do it on June 25th or 26th? We're probably going to get a HasLab then too. So I have to wait. I might be able to do it though.
It has to be, man, I won't say it because it depends on what the HasLab is. If it ends up being some weird bridge layer HasLab, I'm getting this instead. But we'll see what it ends up being.
All right, cool. We got some comments starred on this. Let's run through them real quick so we can say goodnight to folks. Energon Universe is freaking fantastic. Great stuff. Yeah, we talk about it all the time. Diana said, I'm thrilled we get the foil edition. So they are adding a lot of cool stretch tiers that are making this decision even easier. The gold, the embossed ribbon, bookmark, the foil. There's all kind of stuff on the Kickstarter. Go check that out. I got it after a minute of being up and got the signature. That's the thing. I could have just sat on the toilet and looked at it, but it's no, I'll read it later. I didn't think there was anything there that would sell out fast. I'm like, oh, it's a Kickstarter. I have all month. Fuck me. Sorry, missed the cost. How much? $300 for the pull it back up. $300 for the Cobra set, $300 for the Joe set, and $700 for the package, I think.
All right. So the Joe set, you get the compendium, digital PDFs, you get the lovely slipcase. Let me pull up the slipcase real quick, just all the cool stuff that's in here. The cards, right? Look at the art. Look how it folds out. Any money that goes towards this Kickstarter, I don't want to keep money out of Skybound's hands, especially as hard as people like Diana worked on this. Don't bother buying the PDFs. Buy this. You're gonna buy this. Buy this. Don't buy the PDFs. Right. Buy this.
I'm with you there, 100% right here. So, FC Viper says all the tiers are so expensive and confusing. I'll just pre-order the paperbacks on Amazon. Okay, well that's a bonus. Diana said you have. Hold on, Spec. You get the tiers added to your book pledge. Yeah, you don't pay for the tiers. Was that what you were gonna say, Spec?
No, I was just so people aren't confused between the Joe set and the Cobra set. It's the same content. It's just Joe covers and Cobra covers.
Yes.
So you don't need to buy both. You just
unless you want the different cards though.
Yeah, if you're a completist or whatever, but
you could do an add-on. For $25 you can get the cards, which is what I would definitely do. I would definitely pay $25 at both sets of cards for sure.
Yeah. So listen, they have the spot gloss, double-sided bookmarks, the die-cut stickers, fold-out posters, satin ribbons, foil added to the cover, spines, the trading cards, right? And it's all this is going to unlock, and you're going to be able to get all this. Honestly, let me turn that off. So yeah, the add-ons, yeah, do all that. So you do the pledge, and then you do the add-ons. Like Moody said, it's about $377. Just save the dough up. Save the dough up. Get both card sets. You can get the stickers. Get the bookmarks. Why not? Get the patches. You know, these will go great with the Funko patches I got with Transformers. The man, the myth, and the legend himself, Eisner winner. If you're not reading Skybound ARAH, go back. Diana, when are the trades coming for that? Anyway, yeah, good stuff.
It's a guest appearance by Lance. You're on mute.
What up, traveling nerd?
All right. I think that's it. All right. One more comment. I want to address seeing the Kickstarter do those numbers speaks volumes on where the Joe brand is at. This is a great way to finish, I think. How are we feeling about the Joe brand? Obviously, the classified figures, it's like there's more news and there's more buzz about figures that have hit Australia than actual releases of other toys that have hit the United States. So, plus you got this thing over 1 million. So, how are we feeling?
I mean, I'm sorry, I'm laughing at a comment that was just made, but yeah, I mean, what's it that we sit there and have said like the average lifespan of a typical toy line is 3 to 4 years, or 3 to 5 years, or 2 to 3 years? Like it's short. And Classified is entering its 5th year now.
Yeah,
and it's still going strong. And you know, we got Yo Joe June coming up, which I'm sure is going to have a plethora of reveals. Another HasLab's going to drop. If it's a Rattler, you're going to see that thing fund in record time, just like the His Tank did. If it's something else, who knows? But I think that the brand is, for not having a new cartoon, for not having, we could say that there are movies coming because the development has been announced, but you know, that's still
Right.
2-3 years
But
away.
even then, they're going to be considered like Transformers movies to most people. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. So like the media that G.I. Joe has is comic books. And you know, it's strong. It's going. The Energon universe seems to be doing really, really, really well. Obviously, this Kickstarter like took off with a bang, and the toy line is running strong. So I think we're in a good place for now.
Hold on a second. I just want to say I wasn't cutting y'all off that much, was I?
No,
oh, not at all. I never thought that at all.
All
Not
right.
once today. And I would tell you on air in front of everybody. No, I'm kidding. But no. Just, no.
I'm just stoked.
Nah, man. We all get. The only guy who cuts people off all the time is Tony.
I love Tony. Tony.
I love
let him
Tony
do
though,
whatever.
because his charisma and his enthusiasm, he didn't think he could do YouTube. He's a toy tuber now. He's a very popular toy tuber. He's not just a customizer. He's a ball of charisma, but he gets too excited sometimes. We got to give him a mute button.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
but when he
shout out
talks, he's great. Yeah.
Shout out to War Chest full of toys. It depends on the HasLabs, man. We do multiple HasLabs all the time. A Transformers HasLab, a Star Wars HasLab, Ghostbusters HasLab. I mean, I say bring it. And they don't have to be $300. Transformers, they do like $150, $200 HasLabs. If that Cobra Rattler's $200, shit. It won't happen. I don't think it's possible. I don't think a $200 Rattler is possible.
100% for this. 100% for this. 100%. Just like Motu did. You know, it didn't work out like all the way spectacular, but there's still another season coming out of Revolution or whatever. So
yeah.
And actually the next season was great. Like they got like great critical acclaim. So
correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Resolute on at the same time as Renegades?
Well, one of them's a movie, like a mini series that
it's
became
like a micro series. It still was
micro.
Resolute came out
2010.
similar time. Yeah.
It was like timing was right. And I remember Resolute was like a nighttime event thing, and like
It
Renegades.
was Adult Swim. Yeah.
Yeah, Renegades was more kids, kind of afternoon.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like the Kid Joe show can be on, like, I don't know, Netflix or something like that, right? And then like the hardcore one can be on
Paramount
like Paramount.
Plus. It'd have to be Paramount. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like I said, it's like Transformers. You had Rescue Bots, now you have Earthspark. Like you can, my nephew is 3 and he is obsessed with Transformers. Obsessed. And Rescue Bots is his jam. He's still a little young. Like we tried to show him animated and whatever, and he still gets like a little scared at some of the characters, but like he loves Rescue Bots. And when I was doing all the Ross hunting, there were some of those Rescue Bots toys there. I got him those. And then some of the other Ross Transformers that are a little younger skewed, like I started getting him those. And then he comes over. He always wants to come to our place because we have the huge Transformer collection. And he likes, who's that? What's his name? What's his... Shut the fuck up, Tony. Nobody cares what you have to say.
Shit your ass up and make some drums, man. No, never mind. That was a reference. Never mind.
But yeah, and it's a little easier to do with Transformers. It's transforming robots. You can come up with storylines skewed for really little children, like Rescue Bots did. G.I. Joe being a military toy line based around fighting and war, it's a little more difficult. But I know that we talked about it before. They had some plan for a show that was Rescue Bot style. So, it was probably like G.I. Joe's more like EMT or miners or helpers or
Thunderbirds, basically.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
They could do that. Do that. Get your claws in these kids while they're super little. That's why my son loves Transformers.
Can we say bye to Diana? But oh man.
Oh,
okay.
Good luck.
Well. Everybody send positive vibes. If you're
mad love to the fam. Mad love to the fam and mad love to Diana, who's been a superhero in social media with this G.I. Joe compendium. And another round of applause for the compendium. We're all gonna get it. We're all lying. We're all being controversial. We're all being
more important,
controversial.
we're sending good vibes to your family.
We're all gonna get it last minute. We're just talking that shit. That's what gets the views. But yeah. See you later. Okay. Go ahead, continue.
Get the kids in while they're young. I was just gonna say, it's like that's why my one son is like still obsessed with Transformers. They see my Joes, they'll ask questions, they're interested, but they're not into it. They didn't have something to they didn't have something to hook them. So
which is what we had as kids, obviously.
And so
that's why we're here right now. Look,
my one son, he collects Transformers, he plays with Transformers, he watches Transformers, all the different ones. He knows about the series that I don't even watch, like Armada and whatever. He buys his own copy every month of the new comic book. Like, yes, I am, Tony. Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
All up and down on you.
Cool. But we got a comment from Frank. Cartoons are the key. Yeah, they're key. I don't know what's taking so long, but they just didn't expect this kind of success with the comics and toys. So hopefully they can evolve around that. But guess what, guys? It's almost Yo Joe June. We can talk more about this for the next, we're going to have a Yo Joe July. We did last year. We're probably going to go 6 weeks minimum deep into G.I. Joe stuff. We'll open our show with the usual toy news. Marvel Legends, Star Wars, Mafex, Mezco. You know what I'm saying? We'll do it like that. But it's going to be a Yo Joe kind of June. And it's going to be a Yo Joe Fest kind of June too. So it's going to be a lot of fun with a toy kind of mood. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, man. So, and shout out to Bobby. Shout out to Bobby with GHG. Talked a little bit about that. He had some great choices and he was super on the show. I was happy to get Bobby heavily featured tonight because he was unable to miss last week. So that meant a lot. And I think we're good, man.
Real quick before we leave, Justin Booth just said, I'm still waiting for some 1/12 scale Walking Dead figures. Justin, go to 5K Toys. There are a couple third-party high-end 1/12 pre-orders.
I'm right there, Spec. Which ones?
Go up 5 from where you are right now.
All right. So let me go ahead and share screen.
And one last shout out to our sponsor while they look at that. G.I. Jive. We're going to be giving away shirts when we hit 3K or more merch, maybe some toys and stuff like that. We're close to 3K. So if you're watching, you haven't subscribed for some silly reason, please subscribe. Tell your friends about us and get them hooked. Let's get a Toy Kind of Mood to 3,000 subscribers.
Yeah. There's some great third-party stuff. I'm trying to find the zombies that Spec is talking about because
No, it's not zombies. It's oh god, what's the motorcycle dude? I don't watch the show, but the dude who's like
Daryl Dixon.
Yeah, there's a pre-order for his character. It might be sold out if it's not.
Yeah, when it sells out, they take it off the site. That's the only thing.
And then I think that there was a Rick Grimes character also.
Right here, already ordered.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Oh, it's Hiya Toys.
And it's 1/12 scale.
Yeah.
$15, full price. Woo! I mean, hey, but it's quality. So listen, yeah, this is getting long in the tooth, but 5K Toys, check them out. Like they're doing stuff, import stuff straight from Japan, straight from China, and this is looking good. This is looking kind of good. That looks good. Okay.
Looks amazing. Looks really
okay.
great.
Yeah.
Cool. Cobra La June. I think we're gonna get a Cobra La June. I get a feeling about that. But all right, guys, we'll bid everyone adieu until next week, next Wednesday. I'm your host, Travis Moody. How do we even sign off? It's been 2 months. ATKM 172 is our best action figures of 2024 so far, and lots of noise and news and all that. So for Bobby, Spec, KJ, and Moody, catch you in the 12. Until next time.
Peace.
Peace.